Stay tantalized.
Stay tantalized, Roddy.
Tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing. Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
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 The Tantalizing Wrestling Federation. What the world is watching.
What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, the YouTube champion, Tantalizing Tony. Guys, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. We have some new viewers over on the old Wrestle Talk, the TikTok, TikTok. So TikTok, I'm on my phone this way because I couldn't do it on my computer because of some kind of technical difficulties. But Wrestle Talk, I'm here for the first time ever. Your boy, Tantalizing Tony, live AEW watch along. We will talk about AEW Dynamite tonight. But you know what? They say it's great doing things solo, but I like tag teams, okay? And better than doing it by myself, I have reached the farthest mile. I have looked over the horizons. I have checked from hell and high water. I've gone high. I've gone low. I've gone left. I've gone right. I've gone north. I've gone south. I've gone east. I've gone west. And I went to the depths of the bottom of the barrel for this one, guys. You know him as the Demon Master himself. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody loves ABJ, Anthony Blackwell Jr., ABJ.
Your soon-to-be TWF Intercontinental Champion of YouTube.
What? So, just so you know, guys on TikTok, you can't see Blackwell. But if you go to my YouTube channel, Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show, you'll be able to watch us there. So, guys, on TikTok, I'm looking at you. I'm the YouTube champ. You see the titles here? Do you see the belts? Do you see the lineage? Do you see the prowess? Do you see the championship material? Wink, wink, Ruda. I'm the YouTube champion. Kira, YouTube title. In case you guys don't know me on TikTok, let me introduce myself. My name is Tantalizing Tony, the one and only, undisputed YouTube heavyweight champion. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, put that back. So, guys, go check me out on YouTube, the Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show. The same name as TikTok. Go check us on YouTube. We're going to talk about AEW tonight. So, hopefully, you're watching AEW. And no, I won't show you. Now, back to YouTube, back to Instagram. What? Back to X. What? Back to Twitch. Oh, and on Instagram, by the way, T Slacky, what's up? Camacho Javante, and of course, the one, the only Miss Butterfly woman herself, the Butterfly champion, Miss Botany herself, Jenny B is watching. Hello, Jenny B. All right. Thank you. So why do you look like Tom Cruise right now, bro, in Top Gun?
It's whatever.
Swag. Mutual swag. All right. Listen, good evening, Humble. Oh, it's time. It's time for Dynamite already. It's already time.
We're starting the show off with Orange Cassidy, baby.
Oh, God. Orange Cassidy starting off Dynamite, guys. Guys, turn to TBS, right?
Yep.
If you're watching on TikTok, TBS, guys, Will Ospreay is leading. Is coming on down. Is it Ospreay versus Orange Cassidy? Is that the match?
No.
Oh, no. They're together. Oh, excuse me. Orange Cassidy.
Most popular guys in AEW right now, tag teaming it up.
Well, excuse me. Orange Cassidy and arguably the best wrestler on God's green earth, Will Ospreay. Do you agree with that?
I think he's up there.
With?
If I had to pick somebody from the other side of the fence, other side of the coin, him and Seth Rollins, I think, are the top two guys in the world.
You think Seth Rollins is in the league of Will Ospreay?
Yes. I think the only problem is I don't think Seth Rollins is allowed to show that he could wrestle at that caliber.
That's fair. And if
But I
you're not
think he's
listening,
100% capable.
and TikTok, just so you know, I'll try to keep you updated what Blackwell says. Mr. Blackwell says he doesn't think that Seth Rollins is allowed to do the things he can do. But listen, guys, we're watching live right now on TBS, AEW Dynamite. Will Ospreay, Orange Cassidy on the same team. There's a tag team. That's what means the same team, right? Good evening to everybody on YouTube and Facebook. Excuse me. Speaking of Facebook, I have been reinstated.
Orange Cassidy's an idiot.
I've been reinstated on Facebook, guys. They try to take me down, but guess what? I made a phone call to Mark Zuckerberg himself. I said, yo, Zuck, let me explain something to you, bro. You're messing with the YouTube champion. I will smack the taste out of your mouth, Zuckerberg. And he put me back in. So thank you.
That's what I heard.
Hey, bro, listen, he's scared of me. There's a big sign. You haven't seen the sign? It says Zuckerberg fears Tantalizing.
That's the rumor. That's the word on the street.
It's not the rumor. It's facts. It's the truth. Oh, Blackwell, let me ask you, what do you think about Roderick Strong in this new persona with this porn stash?
I love it. Listen, I don't think there's much that Roderick Strong can do wrong at this point in time. I just think he's banging on all cylinders. He's another one I think up there as one of the top guys in the world as a professional wrestler. I think he's very, very talented.
He is talented. He is a talented professional wrestler. You are right. Roderick Strong is talented. TikTok people, how you doing? I can't see the chat because I'm blind as a bat.
That belt is gorgeous.
Which one?
The their version of the Intercontinental, the International.
The International. Let me ask you a question. Do you think there's too many titles in AEW?
No.
What?
No.
So disagree with you.
Let's compare them. How many belts are there? AEW titles. Don't throw in ROH. AEW titles.
Okay, you have the heavyweight title,
mm-hmm.
the TNT title,
mm-hmm.
the International.
Mm-hmm.
You have that other one, whatever that one that
the Grand Champion.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the tag champions, of course, and then you have the FTW title.
That's a gimmick title. That's not.
Well,
really.
they've got a tournament for it.
Yeah,
so,
but I mean, it's not. I wouldn't really make that a real thing.
Glasses, please, glasses. Well, listen, I'm just saying, there's a lot of titles, man. There's a lot of titles. Not forget the Strong
the
title.
other company has 2 sets of tag team, 2 world champions,
right.
2 women's world champions. I think they're on the par of the same thing. I think at least AEW's titles are different. They're different meanings to each title. They're not just 2 world champions, 2 tag team champions, 2 women's world champions.
I can see where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm. I think
Actually,
I think when you really boil it down, I think they're title for title. They're just as many titles on one show as the other.
And guys, and just if I cut you off, Blackwell, it's just to keep TikTok updated on what you're saying because when they're not connected to this actual stream yet. But TikTok, Blackwell said he feels that there are sufficient amount of titles in both companies. If you guys want to see Anthony Blackwell, if you jump over to YouTube, the TantalizingTony Wrestling Show, we're live right now. You can see Blackwell himself. Come subscribe to the best YouTube channel this side of Delaware because Delaware sucks. There's nothing here anyway, so I'm number one. I'm the number one rated show in Delaware. You know why? Because Delaware is trash. Delaware. Delaware what? Get out of here.
3, 4, 5.
Shout out to my favorite my favorite subscriber, Humble. Guys, listen, Humble. I'm about to shoot my shot, Humble. Humble, listen, I've been looking at your picture for a few months now, and Humble. I'm just wondering.
Hey,
I'm just wondering, Humble. Hey. I am single, Humble. No, I'm joking. I'm humble. I'm only playing. I do not want to get canceled. Don't want no smoke, Humble. I'm only playing. Shout out to Alex in the chat. Shout out to Mick. Last Week in Wrestling podcast, my bro. Good to see you as always. Hello, Melissa. Melissa says I'm such a big fan, bro. Please say hi. Hi.
So real quick, so if you boil it down, AEW has the world champion, the women's world champion, TBS championship, tag team champions, international, TNT, unified world trios champions, the AEW Continental.
Okay. That's about the same.
So that's 8 titles.
8.
WWE has
the world,
undisputed, world, right? Women's world, women's undisputed, intercontinental, United States, 6. Now the speed, world tag team champions, and WWE tag team champions. So they have 10.
Oh, 10.
That's the way 3. Yeah, that's 10 now. That's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Trevor
9,
Shoulders came over from TikTok. Let's go. And that's what I'm talking about, TikTokers. I need you. I'm old as dirt. I'm like Methuselah. I'm 56 years old and a young man's game. Help me get there. Guys on TikTok, jump over to YouTube and check out the Tantalizing Toy Wrestling Show with my co-host tonight, the lovely, sexy man of a million voices, the lovely Anthony Blackwell Jr.
Voices.
Kevin Owens' twin brother from another mother.
Oh, Kyle O'Reilly versus Malachi tonight. That's gonna be a banger.
What humble? What? Whoa, we got a love connection.
You want me to excuse myself?
Hey, so humble. You know, you do. You know how you have my social medias. You know, I'm TantalizingTony on Instagram, and you know you could message me. We could. You know what I'm saying, what you doing? Later?
Danielson versus Satnam Singh. Not as exciting.
This is a
Danielson's
great show.
good. I don't think he's that good.
Fan talking realistic of the business. Listen, Trevor, let me explain something to you, bro. I am a former, that's not true. I'm not former. I am a now unretired professional wrestler. I've been in the game since 1993. Some of you weren't even born yet, okay? Since 1993, I've been in this business 31 years as a wrestler, a ref, a booker, ring crew for ECW, promo teacher, I've done it all. Referee, I've done it all. But now I'm the content creator. I'm here. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. I'm on UPS, NBC, WWE. I'm sorry, I'm not there yet. Sorry. Yo, let me explain something to you, humble. Where you live, I will move for you. Okay? And listen, this airplanes, what's wrong? We grown.
I didn't know that was on camera. Thank you.
I got frequent flyer miles, the whole deal, humble. Not to mention, I got no problem driving. It's summertime coming. we could have a summer romance, humble. What you talking about? What you talking about, girl?
There's some stuff going on over here. I didn't realize they left their vase out. There was a vase behind me that was on camera. I didn't realize you couldn't see it, but it was definitely there. Oh, what a spear!
I got shoes older than you, bro. Anyway, let's get to action. I'm not even talking about Dynamite. Let me ask you a question. TikTokers, I'm asking my coach a question. Do you think that AEW is in trouble?
No,
you don't.
Why would they be in trouble?
Their ratings are in the trash.
It's fine. It's not really a good month for anybody in professional wrestling right now. Not really. Neither company's really doing anything compelling.
Well, I call this WrestleMania hangover time. Mm-hmm. You know, this is like the downtime.
This is the time right now in the year where the weather's starting to break. Everybody wants to be out of their house. Everybody wants to go out and do things. Sitting at home during the week or stuff like that when it starts getting hot and starts getting warm. Nobody wants to be home watching TV.
Got you. And listen, guys, on TikTok, if you hear me not talking, it's because we're watching Dynamite. But I'm on YouTube right now. The TantalizingTony Wrestling Show on YouTube. We're live there. If you want to jump over there, because I haven't been able to connect my live stream, my StreamYard to TikTok yet. They gave me problems. So I'm live. I have a co-host. If you guys want to hear what we're talking about, both of us, jump over to YouTube. The TantalizingTony Wrestling Show on YouTube, the same way as here on TikTok. Please join us. AEW is going to run into Tony starts putting money to it. That's true.
Yeah, I don't. And that's not going to happen anytime. They're very profitable. They're the top 3 entertainment companies right now, or sports entertainment or sports companies in the world. Is number 1 UFC, number 2 WWE, number 3 AEW, and they're all very profitable, making a lot of money.
So UFC's making more than WWE.
Yes.
Wow, I wasn't aware of that, guys. Just for the record,
it was Anthony just a Forbes list. Yeah, that was
a Forbes list, and that WWE is number 2 to UFC in the cash making category. Back to Humble. Humble, I'm waiting for
a lot less.
Humble, I'm waiting for an inbox on Facebook right now. I know, because I'm just saying, I know you don't do long distance, but I'm looking to make a move anyway. I don't like Delaware. Delaware's trash. Anyway, Blackwell, how's your week going, by the way?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Fantastic. Why don't you tell us, Blackwell?
Today I went to my job orientation, so I went and filled out all my paperwork.
Okay.
And tonight I go to bed nice and early to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, and your boy has landed his gig, his job. It's been almost a year and a half, 2 years, but I finally landed a job. Going to start making some money. I won't be struggling as much, so that's pretty exciting.
Well, congrats on the job. Hopefully you have a car soon. You'll be doing your thing.
I have a car. I got a car too.
Well, there it is. See that right there?
I'm cooking for the summer, baby. Yeah.
You smoking, baby. Humble, Florida is expensive, but if there's 2 incomes coming in. Trevor says, yes, the top 3 sports entertainment, but is there even a top 10 sport entertainment promotions? I mean,
Yeah.
you can argue there's a few GCWs out there, MLW, TNA. You could argue that they're big. Back to live action, guys. Orange Cassidy with his hands in his pocket. You know I hate this gimmick, guys. You know I do not like Orange Cassidy. I never have, never will.
You're crazy.
I hate him. I'm sorry.
He's so good. He's so good.
Am I fly, really? Humble. You know, I've been watching you look at me with that picture, Humble. Anyway, Humble, is that really you? Honestly, I don't want to get catfish. Is that really you, Humble? Because I'm about disliking people in general. But if that picture's really you, very attractive. Very attractive. A lot of people have great pictures in the room. Look at Pastor. Pastor's a sexy man. Hello, Pastor. Good to see you. You're acknowledged. Look at Mick here. Mick looking cute, as always. Who else is here? Melissa with a nice picture. We have an attractive audience. Trent Beretta, good wrestler, too. Wow. Oh, nice. Reverse inverted suplex by Trent Beretta. And what's up on TikTok? I'm live on my YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube right now, Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Channel, the wrestling show on the YouTube. The same name that my name's on TikTok is on YouTube. Come over to the party on YouTube. I'm not playing with you. Where's the inbox, girl? Where's it at? Where's my message? I can't message you. You know Tantalizing Tony.
What is
on
this
Instagram,
figure fighters? AEW
on
figure
YouTube.
Fighters.
On Facebook. I need the inbox from you. Okay. That's all I'm saying. I'm looking, honest to God, all jokes aside, I'm trying to move to Florida. I've been trying to move to Florida for 2 years now. Les has been wanting me to move to Orlando for 2 years now. He wants to be part of that promotion so bad. The reason why I don't go and take over local pro wrestling is because he can't afford me. I'm very high class, He has to open a checkbook,
So AEW has a new mobile game. I just looked it up. It's called AEW Figure Fighters. That I'm sure. I think this is based on the new toy line they're making, where it's going to be more of like a kiddie version of the toys. So the way they look, I think they look kind of cool. Like it looks like if you made AEW fighters look like Fortnite characters. They have like a Fortnite look. And I think the toys look pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. There's a few people if they made figures for, I would go grab. I think they look pretty sick. But they're making a mobile game based on it.
Guys on TikTok, if you don't, like I said, we have a co-host on YouTube right now, and Black was talking about some AEW figures and some games. Like I said, if you guys want to hear the full conversation, jump over to YouTube to the Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show. This is cheap plugs all day long.
Yeah.
Have to cheap plug it. Listen, TikTok's great. Once I get TikTok hooked up to this, we're gonna be cooking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a prediction. I predict I hit 100,000 subscribers by December 2025.
Really?
Next year. Yeah, I'm doing. I got some things coming. I got some stuff happening.
Well, now that your boy's working and I can drive and I can travel, if you want someone to come and hang out at conventions with you and maybe split the cost of some tables, we'll do some things.
Speaking of travel, are you in for Money in the Bank?
If I can get back in time to be at work on Monday, I'm in.
Okay, I'm gonna make a few calls to Ruta as well, because I was gonna take the train because the train's very cheap, believe it or not. I would love to do the train ride, but the drive might be better just for content purposes.
Yeah, hopefully with this new gig, I would be able to grab that camera I was kind of talking about, and we can film and vlog the whole way up.
Oh yeah. And guys, don't forget that we have a prediction show for not Money in the Bank, King and Queen of the Ring, and AEW pay-per-view of Double or Nothing this Thursday. So, which is tomorrow. Oh my jeez. So get ready for that. Don Cal is grabbing the leg of Orange Cassidy right now, and Roderick Strong kicks him away. Who is he with exactly? I get coach so confused. Who's a fail?
He's with the Undisputed Kingdom. He's with Mike Bennett and oh shoot, I'm having a brain fart.
Mike Bennett, Matt Taven.
Matt Taven.
Listen, here's my question about Will Ospreay. he wrestles in such a high velocity and throws all caution to the wind. I mean, do you think he's taking time off his career by,
I think he's found a way to be this style, but protect himself and keep himself where he needs to be. His body mass is good. His muscle mass is good. He's not someone that really goes down with injuries. He's figured out his style. He will have to slow down as he gets older. Oh, and that's going to do it.
Well, nice drop kick. I'm a little behind you. Right now, guys?
Yeah, well, I won't say anything will happen.
Oh, the what's that? The lumbar check? 1, 2, 3. Orange Cassidy gets pinned by Roderick Strong, and that's the way he should be. Groove Master, thank you. I saw that you gave me some gifts on TikTok.
Oh, you're
I
actually
have no idea. I have no idea how TikTok works, by the way, guys. TikTok is a new thing to me. And what's up to everybody on TikTok? If you want to see what's going on, jump over to YouTube to the Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show. We're live. Go this way. We're on YouTube over this side. Come check us out. Hit those likes, everybody, on YouTube. On TikTok, subscribe to me on TikTok. Subscribe to me on YouTube because I need the views. I need subscribers. Thank you. Wow, this gave Ospreay the kibosh with the belt. Undisputed Kingdom. To me, they don't put fear in anybody's hearts. Don Callis running away. We got heels going after heels. Cats and dogs living together as anarchy. Captain Ivan's here.
The story being told right now is that the Undisputed Era is down here, and they're Don Callis' guys getting beat down, and nobody from the Don Callis family is coming out to help Will Ospreay.
Right.
And then the two former members of Best Friends are fighting. There's two storylines going on in this match that are going on. It's just that people aren't. Oh, Will Ospreay showing some color
live
because we're gonna get Will Ospreay versus Roderick Strong for this title.
Ospreay's busted open, guys.
And I think it's only a matter of time before we see this MJF Adam Cole story pick back up soon.
I agree. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Ospreay should win a title before he wins the AEW World title?
I do.
I don't. I was old school where I think back in the day, if you won the IC title, you should get your title shot for the WWE title. But now that wrestling's changed, I don't like having a secondary title and then go for the world title.
I made a prediction. I made a prediction that All In will be in London, obviously, and it will be Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland for the world title. And I still think that could be a possibility. But I think having Swerve only hold it. Well, I mean, it's till August. That's another 2-3 months. But I just think for being your first person of color, your first black champion, for him to drop it. The first major pay-per-view, I think, is a disservice to him. But I think the visual of Will Ospreay winning the world championship in London is huge, and that's important as well.
I agree. And let me say this to piggyback on what you said. You said there's a disservice to Swerve. I believe this entire title run of Swerve Strickland has been a disservice. They have not booked this guy like a world champion. I'm sorry. They haven't.
How so?
I'll tell you why. This guy's the first ever African-American AEW World Champion. He doesn't get to close the show on certain shows. He didn't even get his big acceptance speech on Dynamite. It's like they treat him like a secondary character. To me, he's not even being pushed to that level. I get he has a match tonight, but you got to put this guy in matches where it means something. Like, get this guy a story. I don't know.
So here's why I'll counteract that, and I agree with what you're saying. But like, we had the conversation in our Discord about Mercedes and why is she going for the secondary women's title? And I said, you're thinking of AEW as it's WWE. They have two different philosophies on how they treat each other and how they treat.
True.
They think every title is as equal or as important as the other one. So if one title has a better story right now or something going on or has more story or more oomph, that gets more precedent. It doesn't matter if it's the world champion or the TBS champion. It goes by who's pecking. Like they want to make every champion feel this as equal. And WWE does their whoever your world champion is gets all the stories, all the push, all the camera time, and everybody else kind of falls underneath. And it kind of makes that's why you have that division of your mid-carders and then your main title guys. And I think that's, to me, that formula I've been watching since I'm a baby, and I'm bored with it. I like this different aspect of wrestling on AEW.
I got you. And TikTok, what Blackwell just said was, and he's on YouTube, you come check us out. he said basically that AEW doesn't. The titles are not the same as WWE. Basically, they look at their titles as the same level. So, how we think of the IC title as the number one contendership to the WWE title, they don't do it that way. And I definitely can understand that as well. That this is a different company. It's you can't look at the same. You can't compare everything to WWE. It's apples and oranges, basically. I get that. But the problem is we're so conditioned to look at the WWE uses a template. Now, I guess you shouldn't do that. I guess because of the tribalism with certain things, listen, people love AEW, they hate WWE, and vice versa.
Like they say AEW doesn't have stories, but AEW just tells a story differently than WWE tells a story.
I disagree. Now, Blackwell just said he says AEW has stories, but they tell them differently. I think the stories, if they do have them, they're not explain them. They don't explain them as well. Like I never know what's going to happen. Like I want to see some feuds. I never know in AEW who's going to wrestle. I just tune in. Oh, this guy's going to wrestle.
You just watch 2 feuds the first match. There's a feud between Orange Cassidy and Trent. There's a feud between Will Ospreay and Roderick Strong.
Right, and that's my point. You got 2 feuds going at once. You got Ospreay and Roderick Strong, and you got the Undisputed Kingdom going against it's all convoluted to me. It's all confusing. I'm old. I need one storyline at a time. I think Jay White's being wasted right now in a 6-man tag faction with the guns. With the gun club.
Jay White, if you want to compare WWE doesn't never know what to do with their tag team division. So instead of building legit tag teams, they take 2 singles guys, form them into a tag team, and put the world titles on them. And it's just so they have something to do with the main guy if they don't have a world title picture for him. It's essentially what they're doing with Jay White with his team.
I agree with that, but I don't like that either. I don't like when WWE does it. My thing is that Jay White is such a high caliber wrestler that he's being wasted. This guy's a single star.
He's elevating the guns, though. He's elevating the guns.
Yeah, I get that, but there's nobody else who can elevate the guns other than Jay White. We can't get somebody else with them.
I think they're a great team. I think the Guns are probably going to be one of the first guys that when their contracts come up, they're going to be WWE bound.
Oh, I agree. They're WWE bound. Ricky Starks. Listen, guys, when Ricky Starks hit WWE, it's going to be all new game.
I don't think they're going to use him properly.
You don't think so?
He's undersized.
I totally disagree. It's Triple H, bro. Triple H booking this, man. He likes little guys.
Name one little guy that the Triple H is booking strong right now. Gargano and Ciampa are they've lost every single time they've been in a tag team action together.
I mean, you have a point. I just think listen, anything better than the Vince era to me. So Triple H is booking right now.
But I haven't seen Triple H level booking yet.
Well, not since WrestleMania. It's not since the whole storyline.
I mean, he's had a couple months before Mania to put stuff together too when he was in full control.
I think this is the calm before the storm. I think he's just simmering right now.
I hope so. I want to be just as excited for WWE pay-per-views as I was NXT pay-per-views back in the day when Triple H was running NXT.
And guys, right now, Jay White's talking on TBS right now, AEW Dynamite. Guys, if you want to hear the full conversation, what I'm talking to right now, I have a co-host on YouTube, Anthony Blackwell Jr. He's a acclaimed commentator. He has his own channel, Anthony Blackwell Jr., ABJ.
Speaking of commentary, I might have landed a cool one.
Come over to YouTube and check out the full conversation, hear what we're talking about. And shout out to Boom Baby.
Remember I told you I had that phone call the other day?
Yeah.
I think that phone call went very well. And I think there's a lot of people in this company who are in my corner, talent-wise, who are like, yo, if he's available, snatch him up. And I think you're going to see your boy at a pretty high-level company very, very soon in the Northeast.
That's awesome, bro. Respect.
And congrats. If I get this job, I'm going to have to find a plane ride to Las Vegas.
Oh.
Because they're going to be running a show in Vegas Mania weekend.
Oh. Okay. Humble, the guns are amazing. We got the Bastard Pac on right now. I don't know what he's saying because I'm not paying attention.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Good things happen to good people. Once again, back to Humble. Yes. Since you're congratulating Anthony, I have not seen an inbox message from you on Instagram or Facebook. Humble, I don't understand what the problem is. I shot my shot. What's going on?
Are we getting a trios match here?
Who's this?
Are we getting the reunition? Yes.
We're getting Pac.
Pac, Ray, and
Ray Phoenix
Penta
and
are all
Penta.
Back. Death Triangle's back.
Wow, the Death Triangle's back. That's big.
Hell yes.
Is this a title match?
They're gonna go for the trios titles. I love this team. I love this team so much.
Here we go. The Death Triangle and the Guns and Jay White, they're going at it right now.
Bullet Club Gold. Have some respect.
This is good. I mean, yes, Bullet Club Gold. I'm sorry. This is great. Thomas Akers, this
matchup is going to be bonkers if they do this on the pay-per-view.
The only two-time cancer survivor on the Tantalizing Wrestling Show. Thomas Akers, we love you. Respect, and hopefully you're staying healthy and living life to your fullest, bro. We love you, Thomas Akers. You are the man. Inspiration.
The crazy thing about AEW is, bro, even the mid-card guys are could be world champions. Like their roster is so stacked.
That's one thing I will say about AEW's roster. AEW roster overshadows WWE's roster. They have great wrestlers, wrestler-wise. The problem is production value and lack of being able to use these guys properly.
They'll get there. I mean, it took WWE up until this year to change their production up and do things differently.
True. Unified tier. Oh, wow.
I think they make one set of titles.
So we got a match for Sunday, guys. All or nothing.
I don't think the Bullet Club Gold should lose the titles yet, though. I kind of want... here's another thing that the AEW does that I wish they would do more is how, especially if they did already with the Trios Champions, with the I want Rhoda. I'm gonna have Rhoda make me one of my own version of that Trios title, the Gun Club. I mean the acclaimed one. I think they look gorgeous, and I'm not paying $5,000 for one. But I think the Bullet Club Gold should get their own exclusive Trios title, and I think Adam Copeland should, if he doesn't lose at this pay-per-view, I think he should have his own rated R version of the TNT title.
But listen, Blackwell said that rated R superstar Edge, Adam Copeland, should get his own rated R TNT. You know he hated that TNT. You know he hated that rated R title.
Well, he had a different version that he wanted to use, and they gave him the spinner.
It looked like the IC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like when they did different versions of the TNT. Like Scorpio Sky's version of the TNT was gorgeous. The LA one.
Loved it.
Yeah, that was really, really cool.
What do I know, Humble? What do I know? What do I know? My Facebook Messenger is open. I don't see no
weird.
messages.
That's weird. Humble's been blowing me up this whole show. I'm playing.
How dare you? No, let me tell you. I noticed what I really want Humble on the show because I respect her opinion. She does not hold back.
She got good takes.
She does. She got good takes, very much so. I love people who have good takes, and I really just want to get to know who they are. Maybe kind of a meet and greet. Just so you guys know, Kira set the stream up and bolted.
Yeah, she's out of here.
Bolted. The co-host left.
She's very tribalistic, that Kira. She doesn't want anything to do with AEW. She goes,
"There's no Judgment Day here. I'm out of here."
Yeah, there's no. I don't want.
If Buddy Matthews gets on, Buddy Murphy, whatever his name is, if he comes on, she'll be back. I guarantee that. So, guys, if you're watching on TikTok, my name is TantalizingTony. I'm the YouTube champion. Right now, we're live on YouTube, as well as TikTok and Instagram and Twitter, which they call X, as well as Twitch. Who's in Instagram right now?
How'd the hot dog thing go?
So let me tell you about the hot dog thing. Hello to everybody. Oh, what's the link for YouTube, Red Joe's? Wow. I don't know if can you put a link on
Nope. Just Instagram, head over to YouTube and type in Tantalizing Tony.
Yeah, type in Tantalizing Tony, everybody on Instagram. I'm on so many freaking platforms where I can't name them all.
I don't have my
I'll write it out. The
Oh, sorry, I don't mean to have you echo in yourself.
I can't do it. Anyway, guys, the Tantalizing Wrestling Show. Check me out on all social medias. Yes, WWE is going to Japan on the 25th. That is true.
That's awesome.
So let me ask you this about Jericho. Has Chris Jericho overstayed his welcome?
Very much so. And I'm a Jericho fan. I'm a giant Jericho fan. I own more Jericho figures and T-shirts than anyone can have. When Jericho's on my TV, I don't like it.
It's time to go. And guys, forgive me for eating, but I'm eating my soup. I am actually doing my liquid thing this week. I mean, I'm eating stuff here and there, but I'm eating healthy as I can right now. I gotta get some protein in my system, but I'm eating soup right now, guys. So please forgive me. This is
the only thing with this Jericho stable that I can get behind is if they find a creative way to use Big Bill.
Here's one thing about Big Bill: change his name.
I'm a Bill guy. I like Bill.
I like Big Bill too. Change his name.
He's a Gleason's Gym guy, trained by Johnny Rods.
He is,
and by Cowboy Billy Walker.
Here comes Hook, guys. Another guy who I think is WWE bound eventually. Would they use Hook? I don't know. I don't see Hook being used. They definitely wouldn't use him the same way. Agreed. Once again, guys, on TikTok, we're watching AEW Dynamite on TNT. We're live on YouTube. You guys can hear our full commentary between myself and Anthony Blackwell Jr. if you jump over to YouTube, the TantalizingTony Wrestling Show. It also goes for everybody on Instagram.
I'll say this though. I don't see the allure of Hook.
Neither do I. I'm not a Hook guy either.
I understand if you like him, that's awesome. He just doesn't do it for me.
And I get it. I think he's undersized and he has no talent. The bounty hunter Bryan Keith looking like he just came from a quinceanera.
He has a lot of love on the independent scene. He's a Midwest guy, and a lot of people say he's just a good locker room presence, a good dude to have around, and I'm happy he's getting his opportunities.
Here comes Shibata. Shibata's lost a lot of matches just getting here, you know?
Yeah.
So is Ricky Stark gone from AEW? Is he gone?
I think he's currently out on injury, but I think his contract's
up soon.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that's good about AEW is that a lot of independent wrestlers do get a shot to be on TV and show their craft,
and they can be their gimmick. They can be what made them. They can be what made them get to the dance.
That's true.
WWE takes, hey, you're really, really good. You got over being this character. We're gonna change you. And it's your fault you can't get over now that you're at the highest level of the game, and we gave you the most dog crap character of all time.
How much?
You know how many characters during the golden age just our professional wrestling talent got wasted during their prime because, and that's a thing too with AEW. Like, right? Everyone's like, man, I'm bored with the NFL because I'm sick of seeing the same three teams in the Super Bowl every year. That's essentially WWE. Like, once they get their hooks in that main title guy, like that guy is the guy they're going to ride out for the next 10, 15 years, and everything revolves around them. And
that's true.
And when you're in a situation where like the person's like a Hogan, where he's like insanely selfish, like that gets rough.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Black was talking about how WWE circles their wagons with one guy. It's true, man. If Hogan had been the kind of champion like Flair was, you realize we would have had Mr. Perfect as champion. Razor Ramon would have been champion at some point. Even though he was 90s, but Piper would have been champion. It's a tragedy that Roddy Piper was never WWE champion.
So we're actually doing a new show starting on Tornado Tag. Like it's gonna be like a once a month thing, but we're gonna put a lot of work into it, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna catch on. I think it's been really cool. But we're doing. You know how the Marvel has its What If series, like what if this didn't happen in the comics, or what if this character was this character instead of this? We're gonna do a pro wrestling What If, where we're going to go back and rewrite the times and say, we're going to do this instead of this. And how would that story play out? And we're going to have it all booked and ready to go and have it all laid out about how it would go piece by piece.
It's crazy because me and Kira have some thumbnails, the same thing. Like, what if this didn't happen? Like fantasy book without this person being in there. Don't worry, we won't steal your thunder. But we were thinking the same thing because that's a great thing. Because
we're old school.
What if Hulk Hogan didn't exist?
So you know what our first episode is going to be?
What if Hulk Hogan didn't exist?
Nope. What if Ric Flair jumped to the WWE in 1988 instead of 94?
Wow.
Because when Dusty was trying to push Flair out of the WCW or NWA, and then Jim Crockett wanted Flair, not Dusty, and then Dusty got booted. What if Flair jumped to WWE before he was supposed to?
That'd be you're talking a different, a whole different thing.
That changes a lot. Because 94 is a different time.
Yeah, 94 is a different time. Like,
yeah, we're going to do stuff like that.
There's some great things you could talk about, too, like this. What if there was no NWO?
What if Hogan wasn't the third guy?
It was supposed to be Sting.
Mm-hmm.
Sting was supposed to be the third member of the NWO, but he was afraid. He said, I don't know if it's going to work. Would it have worked?
Probably not as much.
Here's
the problem with Sting, and people don't like this take, but it's true. Like, as a viewer, people really like Sting, but they were preconditioned as fans to know that Sting was always third place or fourth place, depending on who was ahead of him. When everybody left and Sting stayed loyal, they were like, all right, everyone's gone. Sting, now's your time to be the top guy. And he's like, cool. Oh, wait, Hogan's coming back. Oh, wait, Flair's coming back. Oh, wait, Lex Luger's coming. You got to slide down the list. And he was the first one to be called on when needed, but also the first one to fall down behind everybody else.
True story. That's true. Sting was that guy, but though Sting didn't have a big ego, which is cool. He did his job. I give Sting a lot of credit for being loyal to WCW and not jumping to WWE. They offered him a lot of money. The only downfall, a lot of people say Sting versus Undertaker would have been so good. I disagree. I think that match would have been a shit show. Excuse my language.
I don't. It depends on what era Sting we get. If he jumps over right away, I think it's a banger.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, the Undertaker's so good for a big man. So good.
Do you want to see a Sting versus Hogan match or Sting versus Undertaker match?
I think
it'd be very, very similar to watching Undertaker versus Bret Hart.
They've wrestled before, though.
Bret Hart and Sting are, to me, one and the same. I think their
no way.
I think their movesets are very similar.
I totally disagree with that, Anthony. So Anthony Blackwell thinks that Sting and Bret Hart are basically the same wrestler, comparable.
I think they're very good in the ring. I just think
no way. Sting does not have.
Go ahead.
Sting does not have the mat skills that Bret Hart has, bro. That guy's a mat genius. Listen, he's very methodical. His moves are the same, but you telling me you think Sting would have a good match for his Owen Hart?
I think anyone could have a good match at Owen Hart.
Well, Owen's great. Owen's one of the best of all time. Another guy that should have been world champion, Owen Hart.
But here's the thing: do you think Bret Hart showcases much mat wrestling as like a Daniel Bryan does?
I do not. I think if Bret in his prime, if they had let him be him, he would have.
Bret wrestled more of an aggressive strike style and beat down and stomps and kicks, and then he would work on a leg. But he wasn't as technical, I feel like, as people gave him, like they made him out to be.
Yeah, because they wouldn't let him be. Because I watched him in Stampede in '84, and let me tell you something. That guy, when he wrestled his brother, when he wrestled Benoit, when he wrestled the Dynamite Kid, bro, these matches were bangers. I used to watch Calgary Stampede Wrestling. I used to get it in New York. It used to be real fuzzy, but I would have to put the hanger into the thing and get it to watch. It was great. Not to mention, I've been to the dungeon, so how many people can say that?
Yeah. I just feel like, and I think this is a reason why a lot of double tap out. This is why, in my personal, and this is as a fan growing up, why I didn't really resonate with Bret. Is Bret portrayed himself to be this giant golden baby face, but he wrestled like a heel. He wrestled very vicious and mean, and he was very predatory when he wrestled.
But
he's seen blood, he would stomp you out. I just don't think his wrestling style matched the character he was trying. He was trying to be put over like Hogan, but he wrestled very viciously. He wrestled like an Austin.
Bret Hart's character did not match his wrestling. You're right. He was a babyface that wrestled like a heel. But you know what, though? Because he was better as a heel. When he came to WWF, he was a heel. He came up as a singles wrestler, as a heel. They put him with Neidhart. No, he came up single first. And then they put him with Neidhart the next year. He was single for a while. He was jobbing on house shows in the Garden.
Yeah.
You got to remember how far back I go.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he didn't catch off until he went into the tag team division. That's when he
Hard
started,
Foundation, right? That's when him and Neidhart just clicked.
Yeah.
But let me hear what Jericho's saying. I'm so tired of Chris Jericho. Jericho looks like
everyone keeps tagging me in a concert they're going to do while they're in London. I was like, I've seen Fozzy now twice. If I never see that band live ever again, I don't care.
I want Jericho to go away.
You know what I want AEW to do? I want them to pull a trigger and bring Enzo and put Enzo and Cass back together.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice to see Enzo and Cass back together.
No, get out of here, Xavier. Keep Jericho out of that stable. That
no
stable
way,
does
Xavier.
Not want or need Jericho.
In the chat on YouTube, Xavier said Jericho will be good at Undisputed Kingdom.
No.
Totally disagree.
No.
What's up, Ryan? Good to see you. Yeah, Ryan, we decided last minute to go live. TikTok, excuse me. TikTok. We are live on YouTube at the TantalizingTony Wrestling Show. Come over to YouTube. Check us out. Come on.
Thank you.
Come on over. And everybody in YouTube and Instagram and X, thank you guys for being here tonight. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you.
I'm going to be honest. I dropped the ball here. I did not share this out to my
don't worry about
Discord community. I'm going to do that right now. Here's another one that I'm really upset with too. Like I think Mercedes Moné is going to destroy this women's division.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't think she has, and maybe I'm off base, and maybe if I ever get popular one day, I'll get in trouble for my comments. I don't think she's a team player. Nothing about her comes off to me as team player, and I don't think
you are not saying anything I haven't said about Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks from day one. I am not a Mercedes Moné fan. I've never been a Sasha Banks fan. I've seen her in person quite a few times. She has been quite rude to fans. She was quite rude to my son, who is Big Bucks Bobby now, but he was 16 at the time. Quite rude because he was looking at her and Bailey. She yelled at us and I was like, who do you think you're talking to? She is not, to me, I don't know what the big hype is on her. I really don't. Now, Willow, on the other hand, my good friend Willow, who will one day be a WWE Hall of Famer, I said it, who one day will be WWE Women's Champion. Willow is one of the best wrestlers out here, and people don't give her the credit.
Best humans, too.
She is one of the best. She is so sweet, so loving, and such a great person.
Charismatic as hell.
Charisma, huh?
You don't. I'm going to say this real quick. Sorry to cut you off, but
you're fine.
I'm going to say something, and I'm not one to be heebie-jeebie, mumbo-jumbo, like energy and the universe, but Willow Nightingale has a presence about her, an energy, an aura. Like, the room changes when Willow comes out. She's done it ever since she's backstage with you. When she hits the ring and the crowd, the way the crowd responds to her, she gives off an energy that I have never felt from a professional wrestler in my entire time doing this. And now entire arenas are feeling that energy, and you're going to push her behind. You built her up to be this megastar, and you're going to push her behind for the sake of a girl who every time she has to lose a title, she takes her ball and goes home.
Listen, I agree. Willow was gracious enough to present Kira the Kira Butterfly Championship. You guys all saw that. Willow had no. I said, well, I know you at AEW, but I'd love if you could, do this with Alicia Fox. She goes, Tony, whatever you need, hon. She goes, don't worry about it. I was like, what? Are you serious? She goes, of course, bro. When a established star who doesn't need to do anything for anybody says, of course I can just do that. She gave me such a hug, gave Kira, she goes, your dad's so great. She goes, Tony, you're so sweet. Like, that's the kind of person Willow is, guys. Yeah, Willow, she is amazing. And I would be so happy if they pulled a swerve and let her beat Mercedes. Would that be something if she beat Mercedes on Sunday?
Or the other way you go about it is you lose, right? And then if you lose, Sasha Banks does it by dirty means. Like, she's already the heel. Like, you're trying to make her this baby face against Willow and make Willow look like the villain here. But everything about Sasha Banks is a bad guy. She's a better heel than she is a baby face. And if she wins and she beats Willow by nefarious reasons or really, really, really grimy way, then you have Willow chase. And then you have Willow have her moment down the line and regain her thing. Like you can still use the Sasha Banks being kind of a dirtball deal,
right?
And put a really good storyline together where Willow chases Sasha and you have this giant rivalry. And you can do that, but my personal feeling is I think Willow loses this title and then she falls down the list.
I agree. All right, listen, guys. On TikTok, we're gonna cut the show here because you guys can't hear us. So I'm gonna challenge a few people that are watching to come over to YouTube. The Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show on YouTube. It's the same name that's on TikTok. So we're gonna sign off on TikTok. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we got a few subscribers, which we did. Hey, Kira. Ew. Hold on. Humble says Willow's a star. Go Willow, but you need to dress sexier, girl. You know what, Humble? You're right. And also, you know what I'm right about, Humble? I'm also right, Humble, that I have not received a message from you yet. The problem with Monet, we didn't know what the plan was. How did we know Sasha and them were going to get the titles back and become heels? It could have pushed him. We don't know what would have happened. She ran away. Shout out to Jake the Aerial Assassin. What's up, bro? Good to see you.
What's up, buddy? So fun fact, Humble, Willow makes all her own gear. She's a gear maker. She makes her own gear.
I'm sorry, Humble. Yeah, I think I'm offending her now. Humble, I'm very sorry. I apologize.
So what do you think of the new Young Bucks shoes?
What about, how come they didn't push Swerve shoes?
I think it's coming. I think this is the way to, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna cop a pair. And if I can get them cheap, I'm getting a pair of Bloodlines. Pro wrestlers are getting signature shoes. Regardless of what company you go to, that's awesome. And as wrestling fans, we should be copping them. Because if we go out and make wrestling shoes popular, your favorite wrestler will get their own shoe deal. But if we sit there and turn around and don't support it, like, this is a huge movement for professional wrestling. Like, wrestlers are getting shoe deals. That's sick. Like, you could rock your favorite wrestler, Nike or Reebok or Adidas. Like, this is the beginning of something huge. I think they look dope. I know they're Young Bucks shoes, but I get Nasty Boy vibes. Like, every time I see the color schemes and stuff, I get like old rockers. I get Nasty Boys. I'm copping a pair of Reeboks. I'm gonna keep it completely honest. I want wrestling shoes. I don't care whose they are. I'm buying them.
I don't mind either. And once again, TikTok, we're gonna say goodbye. TikTok, jump over to YouTube, the Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show. Guys, look at the belts in widescreen. All right, where's my daughter? Kira.
This guy's a beast.
Takeshita versus Jon Moxley Sunday.
They're gonna beat that
crap out of
each other. Dude, Takeshita is a wrestler that you watch and you legit feel like he is trying to hurt his opponent.
Yeah, Takeshita looks like a crazy man.
He's a killer. Takeshita's being booked like Shinsuke should be getting booked.
Right, guys. The producer's here. Here, we're gonna say goodbye on TikTok.
Matt Seidel. He's done. He's done.
You should have been keeping the track of the chat. So once again, TikTok. We're on YouTube at the Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show. Come on over and watch Anthony Black with me talk about wrestling, so AEW, and you see two sexy guys, Ebony and Ivory, right here, live on the Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show. Guys, thanks for watching on TikTok. Stay tantalizing.
2024, the year wrestling took over. I'm glad I'm here for it. It's a great year to be a wrestling fan, man. And it's not just what's happening on your TV screens. Go support your local independent wrestling scene. Wrestling scenes are putting on some bangers, and there's some really, really good people coming up the ranks that you should be definitely aware of. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but if you want to be aware of those wrestlers, you should probably head over to my channel and check out some of the interviews and content I make with local independent wrestlers.
Facts.
I got to get you on soon. I'm still trying to find myself and figure out how I'm doing it. I think I'm going to revamp the movie reviews I'm doing. But I'm starting to, there goes Anthony with his indie stuff. Yeah, but everyone you're watching on the independent wrestling scene are all They're all they were all the ones you're watching on TV. All were in the independent wrestling scene one day.
I'm so disappointed right now. I thought I was gonna no text message.
Nothing. Oh man, I think she left the channel. She left. She stopped messaging and everything.
She hates me.
Yeah, she left.
I love Humble. Humble's awesome. It is so hot in here. You know, now that I'm off of TikTok,
gross.
I can turn my air on.
It's gross in here. It's so hot.
It's get up. Takeshi's gonna knock Matt Sydal out. Wow, what an elbow!
I love Don Callis. He's so funny.
Can you believe that Matt Sydal was, one half of the tag team champions with
Takeshi's a monster.
Thank you, Kira.
I love this dude. I'm a Takeshina fan.
Humble's the best. You're welcome, Humble. Humble, how about it offend you? I was only joking, just so you know. I was kidding. I was only kidding. The last thing I want to do is alienate any women in my life. Okay.
That's where I'm thinking about going to train. We'll see. Where are you going to train? Did I say something? You're gonna go train on the independent wrestling scene? That's where you do train. No one says I'm gonna start training at NXT. That just doesn't happen.
I'm going straight to WWE, baby.
Unless you are a 5-star college athlete, or they find you in a gym somewhere, or someone thinks super, super high of you, or you're some wrestler's kid. Nobody jumps straight to the big leagues like that.
Oh, thank you, Humble. You being here makes my day as well. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. You're awesome.
Dude, this match is going to be disgusting.
Shout out to Anthony Linetti, formerly known as Anthony Graves. Shout out to my boy Peter Ferrero.
Is he in the on Instagram?
He's in Instagram, yeah.
Instagram's, you know what I hate? I hate when in TikTok and Instagram, when you see that someone joins and they don't hit the thumbs up, or they don't like, or they don't comment, and you're like, yo, it just snitched on you. You were here. You know what it feels like to not have a thumbs up on a video. Do your thing.
Right on.
I call him out. So Anthony, if you didn't hit thumbs up, you're dead to us.
Dead to us. If you read it right, to Santino Brothers Wrestling School.
Yeah.
What's going on? Where here? Ryan, nothing. Humble and me are friends. That's it.
Where's the Santino Brothers at? Are they in
Canada? Probably. Is it Canada? I don't know.
I feel like it's West Coast.
By the way, Mercedes came into my inbox at 1:00 in the morning and she insulted me, called me broke. What? Is that true? You still have that? I'd love to see that. Yeah, the Monster Factory is good too. Agreed. Oh,
Monster Factory is very, very good. Yeah,
see,
California.
Humble knows her. Humble is someone. I'm telling you guys, Humble is somebody in the business. Oh, hey. Dogs and cats living together. I tell you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, is Lily there? Is that Lily?
Yeah.
Kira. Humble, I trust you as a woman.
She's an ops.
But I think that you have some kind of connection in the corporate world when it comes to wrestling. You know somebody. Hear my music. Wow, okay. I know what I know too.
Humble, how long have you been into wrestling? Like, is it something you've been like lifelong wrestling fan? Something you recently got into? Actually, I think Jericho is doing a show with Swerve. Like, they're doing a concert together.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go see Swerve live, but I can care less about Fozzy.
Does Swerve like a world champion to you? Be honest.
Oh, yes.
What?
Yes. Dude, his swagger and his charisma and his attitude, I love it. I love it so much.
Yo, Christian Cage versus Swerve is gonna be a good match.
Very good match.
I did not propose to Alicia Fox. We were just friends. She has a boyfriend. Thank you. She's not my type.
Thank you.
Thank you. Like I said, there's no ring on my finger. You know what I'm saying? You know, Humble. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. I'm
gonna be honest. I said this when I got into the business 4 or 5 years ago. I said I will never. If I meet you at a wrestling show, whether you're a fan, whether you're a backstage interviewer, whether you're a wrestler, whether you're a commentary, whether you're a camera woman, anything, I will not date within this business.
Really?
I will not shit where I sleep.
I have a question then. But what does that mean for subscribers?
I probably wouldn't do that either.
Well, I'm not you.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
This match is going to be sick. Nick Wayne versus Swerve.
Christian is my father. Talk about really living your gimmick, bro.
I got to call one of his matches WrestleMania weekend.
I know you did.
He's so good.
Yeah, Killswitch did a little promo for my channel. Will it be just what? Yeah, it'll be me. I don't know. It's up to Blackwell. I mean, Blackwell.
I'm actually going to Virginia this weekend, so I will not be able to join you this weekend.
Excuse me, Mister Working Man with a car is taking off. Excuse me.
Actually, we're going to see my brother for Memorial Day weekend.
Nice.
He's stationed out in Virginia.
Okay. See, I'm sorry, guys. I love Swerve. I just think his gear is not championship. I don't.
Oh, I love his gear.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I don't know. This would be a good match. So Nick Wayne, listen, guys, 19 years old, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. Could you imagine being on
Swerve's only like 20, late 20s, right?
It's 26, 27, something like that. Do you think Swerve goes back to WWE at some point?
No. Nope.
Really? Agreed. He is a placeholder for Ospreay. I'll be his father. Wow.
Huh?
He's beating his butt.
I didn't know that. Swerve is older. Oldest. He's 33.
Is he?
Yeah.
33? Swerve 34. Humble is 34.
Yeah.
Swerve is getting AEW. No way. He's not getting Roman. That is hot. That's Ospreay's belt, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any champion in 2024, 2025 is gonna have a
Roman run.
A Roman. I think they realize that long terms, like 2 years runs are just kind of not the way to go right now.
A year's okay. Look, if WrestleMania goes the way I want, we get a dog tail Cody Rhodes as a heel.
No, Cody's never turned heel.
Not true.
Never.
Totally disagree.
I don't.
I really think we'll see Cody as a heel. I think once Roman gets back, Roman's the biggest baby face in the business. You can't have two baby faces that big. It ain't gonna happen.
I think they're gonna be baby faces on two different brands.
Nope. I think they're gonna turn him heel, and we get Roman Cody 3.
No, I would disagree. Strongly disagree. I think Roman comes back and his eyes are on one person and one person only, and that's gonna be The Rock. And I think the only reason The Rock takes that job is because he's doing it for his family. I wouldn't be shocked if Rock comes back and beats Cody, and then Roman gets the title back off The Rock.
I said that could happen at the Rumble. That Rock could beat Cody at the Rumble. It's a possibility. Let me ask you this though: if we do get Rock Roman, will it be night 1 or night 2?
Probably night.
It
depends. It depends.
If he's a champion, it's got to be night 2. But what if he's not? What if Rock's not? What if Cody still has the title? Does Cody get night 1 or night 2?
It's tough because I honestly think the other guy who's going to petition really, really hard for a night 2 main event is going to be CM Punk.
I think CM Punk gets night one hands down. I think we get Drew, CM Punk night one WrestleMania.
You think that feud stretches all the way out to WrestleMania?
Yes.
From now.
I think once Drew gets the title at Clash at the Castle, he holds it till Mania.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't.
I do. Who else do you see on the Raw brand winning the title? Damien's had it. He can drop it to Drew. Who takes it from Drew other than Punk? You see Punk beating Drew and then going to Mania as champion?
I think eventually I think I think Drew and Punk are definitely a SummerSlam or a Survivor Series type deal, but I don't know if they're gonna stretch that out to Mania. CM Punk can wrestle a broomstick at WrestleMania and people would care.
That's true. I don't know. I think
I feel like Seth Rollins is always in CM Punk's eye as well.
That's true.
I think that honestly, as a wrestling fan, I think CM like Drew and Punk with no title is going to be fun. But I think your money is sitting on Seth and CM Punk. Dude, they every single time that CM Punk has left the company, Seth has benefited because of it. Seth has always advanced his career after CM Punk has left. And that's always been the MO for Seth Rollins. And they've never touched on a main event level like that. Now they're both megastars. That's your money match.
That's true. You're right about that. Micah has a question. I just spoke to Jazz from WWE who owns a wrestling school in my city. I asked if I could pay to train wrestler for a day. She said she don't offer that. But it's $165 for the month. That's worth it. You go 4 times a week?
I'm gonna be honest. $165 is a lot of money.
It is.
What I would do, if that's the only school in your area, then you got to do what you got to do. But most schools, if you follow them on social media or when they're at a point where they do like a free class, every school does a free class day where everyone shows up and you do one free tryout and they kind of see what they have to offer. I would do that route first, because I'm going to tell you something right now, Mike, and I'm not saying this that you're not tough. I'm not saying this that you're not capable. I'm not saying anything negative about you, but I've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of independent professional wrestlers, some that have been at the top level and some who are just starting out. That first month of wrestling, you will learn things about yourself and about your body if you really, really want to do this. And to drop $165 if you don't have it is a tough ask, because you might take that first bump and say zero chance. I'm not doing this.
It is a tough ask, but if this is something you have to ask yourself that you really, really want to do. I had the privilege and the pure luck of not having to pay to be trained, which is great. I basically walked into a ring and was trained right there. I had the beauty of Mikey Whipwreck, Paul Loria, Mike Norman, Kevin Flynn, Craig Boscia, where they taught me stuff. I was part of the ring crew, ECW. So once we put the ring up, what do you think we did? We were in there for hours, just rolling around the mat, learning stuff. Bro, a lot of the stuff I learned was at ECW Arena at 2300. Which is crazy.
So that's a thing as well, right? So, Mike, what you're hearing that is maybe you don't have to come in and immediately right off the bat take a bump or do stuff. Maybe just go in and be like, do you need someone to run cameras? Are you good at graphic design? Can you make a thumbnail? Can you make a flyer? Make some flyers up and present them to the school. Say, hey, do you need someone to show up this day for the show for a ring crew or run security? Just show up and just be willing to show up and work and pay your dues. And they will probably turn around and say, yo, do you want to train? Do you want to do this? You know what I mean? Like, just like Tony said, you don't have to train. Like, if you help put the ring in and you're like, hey, can you guys show me a couple bumps here and there? Like, that's the time you can do it.
And people would love to show you stuff, believe it or not. Wrestlers love to show other people their craft, what they know. And I'll tell you something else. What Blackwell said is a great thing to do, but I'm telling you right now, the way to get in is you find out the local promotion in your area, find out when they're having a show, and go to the promoter. Hey, listen, I'd like to learn how to do the ring. I need part of your ring crew. Can I help out?
Can I help set up chairs? Can I?
Yep.
What do you need? Here's the deal. I just got a phone call.
Be a pest.
Yeah. I literally just seen a post on social media where a really, really historic, has a lot of history company, a lot of people you're watching right now in AEW have come through this company, and they literally put a post out saying, the owner of it put a post out saying, hey, I'm looking to advance. I'm looking for people who can do X, Y, and Z. Hit me up. And I commented on his post. And I said, here's my options. Here's what I can do. Let me know. And because of my connections, out of all his entire posts, I had like the most engagement of heart reacts, thumbs ups, people commenting like, hit this guy up. Like, it's just, you got to pay your dues and get in there, but show up at these places and just talk to the promoter and just find out what you can do to help.
And trust me, they always want help because it's free labor for them. And you
might even turn around and become, after a couple of bumps, and you're like, all right, I did it. I got a match under my belt. You know, I might turn around and you might want to turn around and be a referee. You might turn around and want to be a manager. You might want to turn around, but they're not going to let you do anything in between those ropes if you haven't been trained. Like I know I can't train the way my body is. That's why I'm a commentator guy. But I still go to trainers, like training schools and seminars, and I don't hit the ropes and take bumps, but I really, really I pay attention to that stuff. Like I've gotten in the ring and done like mock refereeing just so I can be in there and see what a referee does and how they communicate with the wrestlers and stuff like that. So yes, I've never done like flat back bumps or roll around a ring or do stuff like that because I physically can't. But I have gone to wrestling schools and have been through classes and seminars and stuff. And I took one bump in my entire life. I took a bump from a wrestler for a promo, and I essentially let him knee me in the face. And I got kneed in the face. I took a Leo Sparrow gave me the kneecapitator, and it was something.
Wow. Oh, look, they're following him back to the back.
Oh, he hits him another kill shot as he runs by. I love that.
Christian Cage is so good, guys.
He's a top heel in professional wrestling right now. He's so good.
Call Kira. Look at him. Oh,
he just carjacked somebody.
Wow, Prince Nana, that was good. Hello? Come in here, please. That was great. Prince Nana just still drinking a cup of coffee. That was great.
I love Prince Nana. He's so
do
good.
I.
Swerve's another one. I've just since on his independent scene, I've just seen his struggle and his grind and everything he's done to be where he's at. I'm so happy for him. This dude literally has sacrificed everything to be where he is right now. Literally was homeless, was sleeping on people's couches, doing like Seth Rollins, another one, man. That dude was essentially homeless. He was living at his promoter's house for a while, trying to chase his dream.
Hi, Miss Lily. He doesn't remember that I said thank you for the sweater, but I did, and I love it.
I want to make sure my kid's not being
No, we definitely know that she's thankful for it.
No, let me teach you right about Kira. Listen, don't let the smile fool you guys. Kira's an evil son of a gun sometime, okay? Oh, what? And Christian needs to retire. Are you kidding me? Christian's doing his best work.
You're crazy.
Tony, how come you stopped? I saw the footage. I didn't stop anything. I mean, I took 20 years off, but I'm back.
Tony had 48 kids. He had to stop wrestling.
I did. You will see me in a ring by September, guys. That is a fact. You will see me in a ring. You will see me training. Once my last day of work, which is June 7th, you will start seeing footage from me at BPW, running the ropes, doing my. You'll see, guys. Don't fret. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, that wasn't my boss, Micah. That was my friend Teresa. I did a TikTok today, and my friend Teresa basically video bombed me, and she was like, "You get off this phone right now." That's just a friend of mine. She's real cool. Wow. Hey, Blackwell, where can people find you?
Anthony Blackwell Jr. on all social media. or you can type in ABJ Podcast, and you can find me on all major podcast platforms. There's going to be a lot of changes coming up to my channel very, very soon. Now that I am getting back into the workforce, I'm gonna slow down a little bit. When I wasn't working, I was making content essentially every day of the week. That's not going to be the thing anymore. I'm going to still record the 5 questions with ABJ, but instead of those being 3 days a week, I'm going to put them out 1 day a week. I'm still going to be doing ABJ podcasts, but instead of doing 2 a week, they'll probably go down to 1 a week. Interviews on the ABJ side may not be something you see as frequently as you've seen in the past. Interviews are going to be kind of more exclusive or big deals. If someone comes on and does an interview, I think what you're going to see more in the future is going to be the Not Cool in High School and the Not Cool in High School horror. When it comes to that, actually, I lie. There is going to be content 2 days a week. The other one's going to be on Saturdays or Sundays, where you're going to see me and BP on Tornado Tag Pod. Tornado Tag will be every Saturday or Sunday, depending on what day works the best for us. But we do a lot of historical stuff. So if you like old school wrestling or want to learn things about old school wrestling, I think we do a pretty good job talking about the older stuff. We just did a movie review on Iron Claw, and we break down the entire movie and also break down some of the things that they didn't do historically accurate in the movie. We don't take it apart by saying it wasn't a good movie, but we do give our honest critiques or maybe fill in the blanks that the movie didn't tell you about what was going on with wrestling at that time. I think we did a pretty good job in being insightful about that movie and about more things that you would have not known just by watching it. Real quick, Tony, did you see Iron Claw yet?
I was about to say it. Let me explain something to you. I saw Iron Claw the day it came out. Me and Kira saw it. Of course, I knew the Von Erich story because I had been to the Sportatorium. I said that when you were doing your show with Bryan.
In Texas?
I had been, I used to. So I was stationed in Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
Wow.
Oklahoma, the next state over from Texas, and I actually got to see the Von Erichs wrestle before.
Wow.
You have to realize you have to realize how old I am, bro. You know, in the 80s, these guys were wrestling. 84, 85, 86. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the Sportatorium, bro, it's a dump, but it's great. It was great.
Sportatorium is essentially Texas's version of the 2300 Arena.
Right. It was a dump, just like the 2300 is a dump, but it was great. And I've met Kerry Von Erich before. I believe I met Kevin. Don't know if I met David, but I know I met Kevin and Kerry. Kerry before he went to WWE. And I'm gonna tell you right now, something about the Von Erichs people might not know. They were, other than Kevin, very mysterious and brooding, dark people. You agree with that, Anthony?
They were very secluded. They were farm boys who lived in the farm, who lived with their parents, who did their thing. Honestly, I feel like one of the downfalls for the Von Erichs is because they were so sheltered by their dad, and they were kind of forced to do everything by their dad's standards and live up to their dad and live vicariously for their dad, that I think once they got the real world, they didn't know how to handle real world situations. I think they were so sheltered that when they finally got, and especially in the wrestling business, you're going to be offered everything under the sun if you're good. And I think they were top stars who were very sheltered farm boys, and then they hit the real world, and I don't know if they knew how to handle it with the partying and everything like that.
Well, Kevin was the only one that really never did any kind of drugs at all, and that's a true story. I know they glamorized some things, and they took one brother out of the whole scenario. Chris, I believe, right? Chris Von Erich.
Mm-hmm.
But basically,
they kind of put Chris's story in with Mike's story.
Mike's story, right? But I'll say this about the Von Erichs: they're definitely, if you want to think faction wise, you would think feud wise, the Von Erichs versus the Freebirds may be one of the best feuds in the history of wrestling.
Yeah.
If those guys were together now, we had the Freebirds now, could you imagine what kind of matches we would have gotten, the high profile matches we would have seen?
Well, that's why I love that AEW kind of honors and has a trios division. I think it's an important thing in professional wrestling. The NWA 6-man tag elevated a lot of people, and I like the fact that AEW has that division.
Yeah, I would love if WWE had a 6-man tag.
They can't even book it regular. I mean, historically, WWE is not a tag team company.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
Vince Sr. hated tag team wrestling. That's two more people I have to pay in a match.
The first Survivor Series, when it was teams of 5 striving to survive, if you remember, it was the Heart Foundation. It was the Killer Bees. It was the British Bulldogs. It was the Conquistadors. It was some good tag teams back then. Guys, the Bulldogs versus the Heart Foundation, classic matches. Guys, the Rockers versus the Heart Foundation, classic matches. Tag team wrestling was good between 87 and 88. You know, but I don't know what the problem with WWE is in tag team wrestling, because but honestly, I like tag team better than singles. I love tag team wrestling.
They're straight doing this like a straight up shoot fight.
Oh, they're shooting.
This is an MMA fight. This is crazy. It's funny because Alistair is a legit Muay Thai like catch fight guy, and Kyle O'Reilly is a mat wrestler MMA style base too. I like the way this match is structured already.
Agreed. Trevor, and thank you for joining. And like I said, man, also give Anthony a subscribe, please. Go to his channel, Anthony Blackwell Jr. Check him out. He has our content's way different. He's more of the intellectual. And I'm just the face.
Give me way too much credit. I'm a dummy too.
That's not true. You're very knowledgeable in what you say, and not to mention you got Bryan, the human wrestling encyclopedia.
He makes me look good. I know where my strength is on Tornado Tag, doing the wrestling side, and it's definitely BP. It's 100% BP.
Yeah, Bryan's good.
I just missed it.
I'd love to get Bryan here and do some stuff with him and see you pick his brain.
No, he hates watch-alongs. He hates I only get him one day a week because he's very into like. He likes his time, you know, if that makes sense.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should put a word in for me. You know, I like him. I've always liked him. He's a good dude.
You wanted to challenge him in trivia. I'd still think he would have stomped you out.
I don't think so. I think no, he knows a lot, but I got a little more. I have some things you guys don't know what I know. I've been to a lot of things. I realize, man, he hasn't seen every house show I've seen. I've been to all the MSG house shows. I know when people came into the company. He's very knowledgeable, and I would say this: he probably would beat me only because I've forgotten more things that he probably knows. I'm being honest here. You know, he's been obsessed with dirt sheets, and he's been one of the main guys on I won't say who or why, or I put him out there like that, but he's been an active one of the top guys on a message board for a pretty popular dirt sheet writer for quite some time. Like he's been very and then the things he don't know he researches, and if he like who's a good friend of mine. You know Mike Johnson from PW Insider, right?
Yeah,
Mike Johnson used to go to Monday Night Raw with me back. We were friends.
Bryan should be a journalist or writer.
100%.
He should be a booker, and there's a local promotion now that lets him book, and he doesn't put any money in, which. That being said alone, the fact that a promotion of someone who puts their money in knows he's there and says, wow, your knowledge is that good. He's essentially a Bruce Pritchard of a company, and he doesn't put money in. And that's unheard of in professional wrestling on the independent scene. You don't have a say on a show unless you're putting money in.
True. Thank you, Trevor. Appreciate that.
BP is he's been banned from every wrestling trivia we've ever gone to.
And listen,
he's been really banned. Yeah.
Hey Trevor, if you a big Wrestle Talker TikTok, person, put the name out there. Put the TantalizingTony channel name out there. Let them know, man. And we do a little good thing over here. I'm trying to get to 100,000 before I turn 100. I mean,
TWF is taking over this year.
The Tantalizing, you know what? In case you guys have never seen, and Trevor hasn't. Trevor, this is just for you. This is just for you, Trevor. Trevor, here's our intro, just so you see. I'm gonna let you see our intro, Trevor. Guys, stand by for Trevor
while we do this.
Trevor, here's our intro.
Stay tantalized.
Stay tantalized, Roddy.
Tantalizing. Stay tantalizing. Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Stay tantalizing.
Tantalizing.
The Tantalizing Wrestling Federation. What the world is watching.
We need TWF t-shirts. That TWF needs to be on a t-shirt.
You're right. Shout out to Magnificent Mikey who does my opening right there. And guys, if you don't know Magnificent Mikey, this is when we get a super chat. This is the pride and joy of my life. My son, Magnificent Mikey.
I'm Magnificent Mikey, and thank you for the super chat, baby. Ding ding.
Ding ding. That's my boy. I love that kid. That kid's the best.
I have a fun idea. You know how the junior heavyweight champion, like how that's like a thing, like the old school WCW, there was like the world heavyweight champion and the junior heavyweight champion. We should do a replica junior weight and that'd be the Mikey title.
Yo, listen, I like that. So have you seen any of your title at all?
I have not. DM me some stuff.
Nope. I have. So there was another so Ricky there was a Ricky title, Triple R title as well in production. Oh, hold on. Black was getting he's talking to the voices. He hears the voices in his head.
You have to come. You can come around. You're allowed to be on camera. You're
yeah, there was a Triple R title in production, and we stopped production right now because there's some other stuff happening. But I've seen a few titles. But I saw you're gonna be happy. And not to mention the Tantalizing Tony, the new title, guys.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you thought Tantalizing Tony was obnoxious of his title, wait till I put gold on my shoulder. I'm taking it everywhere.
Good, bro. Yo, I take my title to work. I ride my school bus with my title, bro. My high school kids want to fight me for my title. They want to fight.
I love it.
I got big football players, 260. Like, hey, Mr. Tony, come outside. I say, hey, bro, I'm not medically cleared. Sorry.
Yeah, not medically cleared.
So Michael rides the bus with me in the morning because his school's the last school to go, and he tells him, guys, my dad's not medically cleared. Sorry. So cool. But yeah, man, you're gonna be so happy.
And now that I have this job, I'm gonna be hitting Root up so I can get my holy grail title finally. If you thought your collection in the back was impressive, just wait. It's coming. I'm gonna be the same way. I'm gonna look like Tantalizing Tony because there's a few titles I want to own. I want to collect every title Sean has held. So I want to get every title that Sean has held. I want to get every title Kevin Owens has held, and I want to get every title Adam Cole has held.
So every title Sean has held. Hold on 1 second.
I think you have every title Sean held. He can't hear me.
One.
Intercontinental. Well, Big Gold. He just passed Big Gold. Sean has held Big Gold. He can't hear me. Tag team. Intercontinental.
2.
Sean's the only guy to hold 3 different straps with that Intercontinental.
The white strap, but I'm not sure.
And blue. And blue. He had white, blue, and he can't hear me. He can't hear what I'm saying.
Nobody has this.
Tag team. Yep.
That's a WWF.
I will. Root of Entertainment. He didn't have the green strap one, but he has had the European Championship. I could be wrong. Was it I believe he had the black strap IC.
What am I missing?
Big Gold.
Oh, Big Gold.
He had the Big Gold. Yep.
Is that everything? Big Gold.
Mm-hmm.
Big Gold. I see the white and the black version.
And blue. He was the only one to hold the blue one.
And blue. That's right, for SummerSlam against Razor Ramon.
Yep.
Is that right?
I
think so.
I have to
research. Or was it Dudes with Attitudes?
I'd have to look that up. The European, his European Championship, I don't think was the green. I think it was the black leather.
I don't remember. But he did. I think the blue one. Oh, he's right. The Ruthless Aggression Raw Tag Team titles. He's right.
Oh yeah, he did have that too. He
did have that too.
I believe he had the SmackDown one, and when they unified them, and he had the SmackDown one, and I think Triple H had the Raw one.
Right. You're right.
He had the tag team champions twice.
Good pickup by Ricky right there. Good job.
Yes, that'd be another set of titles I'd have to get. The blue. Hold on, I have to look that up. I don't remember now the
I think it was SummerSlam 94. No, it could be 94. 95. SummerSlam 95. Let's see. I'm looking up as well. SummerSlam.
There's only been one figure, I think, that has been put out with that blue title, and I
95.
and I have it. The Walmart exclusive toys.
It wasn't SummerSlam 95. Nope. That was the black one. Let me see. Blue. I see.
Wait, does this say Shawn Michaels versus Max Moon? Let's see if that's when he had the blue title. I mean, I don't really recall a Shawn Michaels Max Moon match that like stood out in my brain, but my computer's lagging really bad doing this. It's so hot. I'm not gonna do this right now.
He had the white one. He had the white title for SummerSlam.
When he unified them with Razor, it was black.
Right. So, but where is the one with the blue? I don't even see it here. HBK. Hold on. Now I really.
Adam Copeland doing head games with Malachi now.
Oh wow. He did the Brood thing right there.
Yeah. Is he gonna give him a bloodbath? Yep. Oh, he bloodbath Malachi. Oh, they legit got like good looking blood.
Yeah, looks good.
Love it.
Nice.
And then Kevin Owens, I would have to get essentially. I would have to get the red WWE title. He had the red WWE world title, even though it's universally not liked. He had the NXT. He had NXT World Championship. He had the US Championship, the IC Championship, the Tag Team Championships with Sammy.
There's show with the blue title right there.
And then Adam Cole essentially had every title he can hold in NXT.
Let me tell you something. To me, the prettiest title to me is the NXT North American title.
Agreed.
I love it.
I'm not going to try to sound biased. I do like the new titles for WWE. I think the new titles are really, really good looking. I do prefer the black and gold title over the when it was just all black. Did you see, by the way, did you see the new Bret Hart title they just put out?
I don't like it. I don't like it. No.
Is it because they just did its own title and they didn't like spoof it off something else?
Yeah. I'd rather be spoofed off the Winged Eagle.
There's a Winged Eagle Bret Hart title too that they made. I don't think it's on the website anymore, but it was really good. It was a really good looking title. But I really like the feel of the AEW titles. I think a lot of those AEW titles are really good looking.
Let's see.
But I'm not doing anything until I get my. I mean, the first belt I buy or I get off Ruda is definitely going to be the Winged Eagle.
Here's what's crazy is that look at this. I have both of these, which is awesome. Let's get the titles.
And Ruda can make those too, right?
Yeah, make anything.
Can he spoof? Can he remake the Signature Series ones as well?
Anything's possible.
That's all right. Interesting. Good to know.
I don't like this title.
I don't either. There's three Signature Series titles I want. There were the original Shawn Michaels one that I really like that I can't get anymore. I do like the side plates though. The original Mankind one I really liked. Oh, look at the inside with him on the
That's nice. This will drop in price though. This will drop in price. The Undertaker title now is cheap too.
I don't hate it. I can't, the more I look at it now, the more it's growing on me. I like the Razor Ramon one they made. The Razor one was cool.
Agreed. Look at this.
The ones are nice.
This is 500. This was 1,000.
That's crazy.
And
That's
3 weeks ago, it was 350.
Really?
They dropped the price. Yeah, it was cheap. What else we got? So this
Are you
is
gonna
the
get a Yankees belt?
No, I refuse. I don't like it.
That's Andre's
guys.
belt.
Yeah, but it's not the real one because I have the real one.
Yeah. Did they have the flags on a side plate, or I thought the flag stood by itself?
Oh wait,
You gotta take that off screen.
Help. There you go.
Wasn't there also a white strap of that too?
What'd you say, bro?
Wasn't there a white strap of that as one time, or am I mistaken?
I don't know. And there's a signature in the back of it. I'm not allowed to show it till the NDA comes through.
Oh,
yeah, I got it signed.
What was it? Someone who actually held that title?
Only one person's technically held it. Andre never held it. Only one person's held that title.
Hogan?
I can't say that. Only one person's held that title, and they signed it.
Yeah, if you went,
I can't say it.
Yeah.
I have to wait for the paperwork to come through.
Yeah, there is a white.
There's a story to be told too.
87. That title, the Andre Hogan had a white strap.
Mm-hmm.
There is a white strap version. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. No, I would never get this. Sorry, I don't think it's that attractive.
It's cool looking.
I don't like the colors in the NXT title. I do not like the colors.
I'm not a fan of it either.
I love this United States title.
Mm-hmm.
Always did. I had the $1 million title and it got ruined. It's hard to keep. Can't travel with it. I hate this IC. I think this is the ugliest title ever made by WWE. I don't
mind it.
I hate it.
The original IC is so good, so it's hard to beat, but
it is hard to beat.
I don't like. Here's my take. I don't like the winged eagle with the silver background.
Really?
I don't.
The dual plated.
That's the Hogan version. As well. That's the Hogan version.
Yeah, it's dual. Yeah, it's dual play. I like it honestly. Let me ask you this. Off topic. Nate, how about this? I want your take on this. Tell me somebody in the WWE in the 80s, other than Perfect, other than Rude, other than Razor, other than Piper, who should have been champion.
$1 Million Man.
Agreed. Technically was. Technically.
Yeah, but it was like he bought it type thing.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Steamboat should have been world champion in WWE?
Yeah, but unfortunately, he had a thing holding him back. It was the pigment of his skin.
You know what the story is, though? What happened? Why he wasn't champion?
What's that?
So when he beat Savage at Mania, you know the Honky Tonk Man into his title reign real quick. He only held the title 2.5 months. He asked Vince for 2 weeks off so he could have his baby. His wife was pregnant with Richie Steamboat. Vince said no and made him drop the title. He was scheduled to win the tournament. Remember the tournament in Vegas? I mean, in Atlantic City. He was supposed to win the tournament.
Wow.
And Vince. So
I pulled up the 80s.
Put the kibosh on it.
Hogan, Andre, Snuka. Snuka at one point in time he was
put it up. I can share it. Put it up.
The fact that he didn't have the world. So I'll send it to you in the private chat.
Oh, okay.
Timeless Tony Storm. No,
she's awesome. Showing her.
She's amazing. Oh, she came out in the nude with the flag. She's absolutely tearing it apart. How popular Snuka was, it's crazy he didn't have it. It's crazy that Tino Santana didn't have it.
Tino Santana.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bam. That is true.
For how much he worked, man, Big Boss Man, I feel like he was always so criminally underrated. He was so good. He moved so well for his size. Jake Roberts was never a world champion.
True, Jake.
Iron Sheik.
He was champion. He beat Backlund. Hogan beat him.
Yeah, you're right. That's all I'm really seeing because you already said take off Rude, take off Piper. I said Ted DiBiase. Big
Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful. He was in 8. Listen, bro. In 19,
Hogan was intimidated by him.
He was hot in 88, man.
Mm-hmm.
They had that steel cage match where they both landed at the same time. Their feet touched at the same time. Orndorff should have been champion as well. You could argue too, maybe as a transitional champion, the Magnificent Don Morocco, he was big.
Yeah. It's crazy to me they did that blood spot this early in the show. I'm gonna be honest. Because now they're like slipping and sliding on the outside.
Oh yeah.
Wow. This is wild because Saraya hasn't really been in ring competition in quite some time, and her partner, the girl that she's wrestling, hasn't really had a lot of. I don't think I've actually. Here's the only thing. I love AEW. I don't watch their Friday and Saturday shows.
Neither do I.
So I couldn't tell you if I can't tell you what happens on those shows. I feel if they start taking them seriously, I'll start taking them seriously, and I know they are. Like, I don't think they book them. Like, here's the thing. Do I think WWE books matches to say, like, let's just get it done and put something out there? Yes. Do I think AEW actively says, well, this is a throwaway for us? No, I don't. I think they book everything thinking it's going to be a hit. But it's just those other shows aren't just hitting. They're not doing it for me. And there's so much wrestling to watch. I just don't have the time to consume it all.
Agreed.
So I'm sure if she's wrestled on other programming, I just missed it.
Wait, Saraya in a tag team match on TV? Really?
Yeah. Ooh, dude, Mariah May just kicked her face off. Mariah May's a big deal. She was a big deal in the UK.
Agreed.
I think Mariah May would be a cool possibility for a big matchup in London. But I think Toni Storm's going to run rampant through everybody, and then I think the person that's going to take the title off of Toni Storm in London is going to be Jamie Hayter.
If she comes back.
Oh, she's coming back. Their women's division is essentially cleared. They're just trying to find a spot to use them. Here's their big fear: the second Hayter comes back, the second Britt Baker comes back, the second they start bringing some of these other names.
What do you do?
Mercedes Moné's stock goes down. Tony's so good. She's so good.
I still never thought that Paige was 100% healthy enough to do this. And you could tell her style has changed so much. She was so good at one point.
Yeah.
Very aggressive. You just loved everything she did. You can tell that everything she does now is so telegraphed.
She's been through it too, man. Like outside the ring, she's been through a lot. She's been through a lot of stuff.
Oh, Del Rio alone, man.
Kenny says Britt Baker overrated. Interesting.
You know what? I can see that. I don't think she's one of the best that could ever done it. I mean, she's good.
I think she has a great presence.
I agree too.
When she had her match in London, you could definitely tell she was being protected. Like, she has taken some pretty crazy bumps.
I mean, look, here's the thing with Saraya and a lot of these people that are here at AEW, they get a good paycheck. They get a real good paycheck.
Yeah. And it's interesting that, I never accuse of another wrestler of hurting somebody on purpose, but man, when Saraya came back and she was getting her momentum, that spot at a house show that got her out again from Sasha Banks was, I don't know how you're a trained professional wrestler and do what you did in that spot and try to justify it. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It looked targeted. I'm just gonna be honest.
I don't disagree.
And I know that's a really scary thing to throw an accusation out that someone tries to actively go hurt somebody, but literally she just came back from severe spine, neck, back issues, and she leans back into that corner, picks her whole body weight up, and just 2-foot kicks her dead in her, like directly in the top of her spine, neck.
Yeah.
And shuts her system down. Like Soraya's arms go stiff. Like she smokes her with that kick. On a house show where it's not, cameras aren't picking everything up. So if you're gonna do something, that's the moment to do it. It just seemed really sketchy to me.
How about Tom Garner growing his hair back?
I know. Here's the thing, Tom. Tom, stick with it, brother. I'm gonna be honest, brother. It's really, really, really hard to get into a content space, and it's really hard when you don't see your numbers grow and you put a lot of work and effort into what you're doing. I've struggled with this now for 6 years. I will always share it if I see it. I'm usually not the best on social media. I get in, I share, I put my stuff out there, and I usually get right off of social media. Because of what I do and my opinions and my takes on wrestling and movies and everything, I try not to let other people's opinions, I try not to read other people's takes. I don't read the wrestling internet community. I don't read dirt sheets. Everything you hear come out of my mouth is 100% of my own. I'm not influenced by somebody else's opinion. So I don't go on social media a lot and read wrestling things. But if you tag me, I will share your stuff. So it was very, very sweet that you tagged both me and Tony about being grateful of us sharing your content. But don't get frustrated if you're not getting your numbers. Have fun with it. Have fun first. And when you're true to yourself and you're doing a good job, also you could be tough on yourself and be like, hey man, I don't think that was my best episode. Hey, I have to adjust this. I have to get a new camera. I have to always be critical of yourself to get better, but continue to stay fun and don't invest more than what you're willing to do for your hobby and your entertainment. Because once you start getting into the spot where you're like myself and Tantalizing Tony, where you're probably $10, $20, $30,000 in and equipment and travel and stuff to do your things, it's kind of hard to say it's just a hobby anymore because you're so invested in equipment. But just continue to have fun is the big thing, Tom. But you're doing a good job and keep grinding.
Tom, I'm going to piggyback off that. I'm going to tell you that you absolutely suck in everything you do.
Get out of our space. No.
Get out of it. No. All jokes aside, Tom, let me tell you this, okay? This is true. We're our own worst critics. And that's a good thing. That means
I drive myself insane. I drive myself insane.
I do too. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is now an obsession. This is an addiction. Because guys, when I was banned on Facebook, I was like, how am I gonna get my content out? Like I was panicking. Tom, it's not easy. The wrestling content creation universe is so oversaturated.
It really is.
There are 100,000 of us out here. Serious, all jokes aside.
And 999,000 of them all have the same fucking take. Like I'm just being honest. They all rush to hear what somebody like. Here's the best way. If you really want to take a wrestling content person serious, watch their watch alongs. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna see their genuine reaction to what they're saying and whether they no-sold it or they liked it or they hated it. And then let's watch how they change when the internet wrestling community start reading their stuff. I see it all the time where someone's like,
so do
I love that so much. And then it was like critically hated by the internet wrestling community and they backpedal on it. They backpedal because they want to be trendy. They want to be in the trend. They want to be like everybody else.
And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm not saying that you should do it. What I'm saying is, you gotta do what the people want to see, but be true to yourself. But this is the thing, Tom, you're not going to get famous doing this overnight. You could get that one video. Everybody's waiting on that one video. That's how it happens. Don't think that a lot of these guys, they put all this work in. Wrestling Days told me a story how he put out a video up about him playing with some toys. It got like 6 million views, and all of a sudden he had 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
it happens that way.
Consistency helps, though.
But consistency is of course the way you should go. Of course, 100%. But here's the thing, bro. As long as you love wrestling as much as I think you do, Don't quit.
That Mariah mid powerbomb was crazy.
That was tough. Look, my goal and Blackwell's goals are two different kind of things. He's going about it one way, I'm going another way. But I won't lie to you. I'm obsessed. I go to bed at night. I must check my numbers, honestly.
I don't look at them anymore.
I do. I check my numbers at least 6 times a day. If Kira puts a short up, I go check it out. If I put a short up, I check it out.
I'm gonna be honest, my numbers are trash. Like if I break 100 plays an episode, I'm happy. But that's about my average, 50 to 100 plays per episode. And that hurts. Like I'm gonna be honest, that fucking sucks. And I know that my content, like if I was doing the same interviews with people that people you actually cared about, or if I had the same access to the people who are on TV as Chris Van Vliet, and I'm not saying this to put down Chris Van Vliet, and I'm not saying this to do it, but if I had the same access backstage and the same relationships and friendships that I had with wrestlers as Chris Van Vliet did, I'm being completely honest. I am very personable and I make really good friends, and I find things in people in interviews that they've never done before. And I'm going to say right now, like I sat with a wrestler one time and just hung out with him the entire time that we were doing a meet and greet con together. And our entire conversation was almost word for word the Chris Van Vliet episode they had 3 weeks later. And the fun fact is the reason Chris Van Vliet had him on the show is that I was at a show with this person. Chris Van Vliet was there. These two people met up. They started talking, and he asked him to be on his show, and he blew Chris Van Vliet off. He's like, I don't do podcasts. And I went, hey, you might want to do his. And he's like, in front of everybody. And he's like, why? I was like, the dude has over 300,000 subscribers. He's a big deal. He's interviewed the top of the top wrestling industry. You should probably do his podcast. No offense. He's probably bigger than you are. And I said that to this wrestler. And he was like, all right, let's do the podcast. And 3 weeks later, the podcast happened.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. But Tom, don't give up. You got to realize you got Chris Van Vliet out here, Sean Ross Sapp. You got people like JD from New York on YouTube. You got Suplex. You got Muscle Man Malcolm. They got to jump on us, bro. You know? I think I'm as talented as any of them. I don't have the resources a lot of people have. I don't have the money. You know? I don't have the money. I don't have the money to go to everything. The stuff I go to, guys, it's a struggle. Yeah. You have no idea.
And then you put a lot of work into an interview, and then your guest doesn't share it at all. That's a blast.
Or you do a great interview like I had with Steamboat, and it doesn't go anywhere. Mm-hmm. Like Steamboat was a great interview. It didn't go anywhere. No views, whatever. But I'll be honest with you guys. I'm gonna break down the fourth wall for you guys. Sometimes I have to put my car payment on the back end to go to a show. Like right now, I had to check my phone bill today. Those super chats come in handy because I've got to split my phone bill payment to keep my phone on. So you have to realize, guys, I have kids. So, you know, right now I should be driving Uber right now to make some extra money, but I'm here. True story. This is hard. And you're not going to get rich. You're not going to get famous. You might get lucky and somebody see, but I've reached out to so many different people, like different podcasters that are established. Like JD from New York was looking for a co-host for he picked Solo Monster. Of course, Solo Monster is great, which I have no problem with that. But he was doing guest co-hosts, and he met and great respect to JD from New York to message me back. But he saw only had 10,000 subscribers. He was like, 10,000, that's BS. You know, he's not gonna pick a guy with 10,000 subscribers to be a co-host for a night. I'm small potatoes. I'm small potatoes, you know. And when you got someone like me, and I'm sorry to put myself over here, but I'm be honest with you, I'm talented, I'm charismatic, I'm the kind of guy that goes and talks to everybody, and I can't make it. That means that this thing is harder than you think it is. It's tough. And Black will tell you, I put myself out there, and at this point.
I interview guys that are 6 months into their career, a year into their career. Who's giving people those interviews on a platform that, and I'm going to be honest, who's giving them interviews on as a quality interviewer like that besides myself? I mean, they don't share it. They don't care. Like Like, I love the independent wrestling scene, but dude, I go to a lot of shows and I see them repping other podcast t-shirts and repping other podcast things. And I'm higher views than all those channels. And they 100% rock everybody else's stuff before myself, but they're the first ones that hit me up to ask to be on the content or do interviews or stuff like that. Like, no disrespect to the independent wrestling scene, but like, I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and sacrifice a lot to put over this scene. And a lot of that scene isn't giving it back. You know what I mean? It's just like, all right, you got to go where you're wanted, you know?
You're true. And yes, and Fumble, we are dealing with struggles of financial situation. But if there was two incomes, then
yeah.
If there was two incomes.
I also just got monetized on YouTube my first month. I had a lot of people do monthly some donations and tips and a whole bunch of money that I really needed because I didn't have a job. And then the month I tried to get my first paycheck, YouTube shut my stuff down, and I'm still trying to actively get that. I have to wait 32 days before I can reapply to do it. So they allowed me to collect money and then told me I have to wait 32 days again to reapply to get my money again. Like, I'm sitting on a couple $100 that would have been very, very helpful the past couple of weeks. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I don't do watch alongs right now. I stopped doing watch alongs, and I'm not saying because it's not worth it, but the watch hours to me are done. I have my watch hours. I was doing the watch alongs to hopefully make, $5-10 a stream. Even if someone did like a $5 donation, like it's $5 I didn't make before. But if I'm doing watch alongs and it's not even an option for people to do it, then it's really, I don't see a point in doing it right now. You know what I mean? And it sucks that I'm at that point of content creation, but it would be nice to make, $1 or $2 here or a membership or whatever it may be.
Big boo from Satnam Singh on Bryan Danielson. Wow, it's crazy. Yeah.
But I am going to I'm bringing back watch alongs probably next month when I'm able to set everything up again.
The money ain't money. You are right about that. And guys, please hit the like and subscribe to the channel. You're on Twitter watching, you're on Instagram watching, please come over to YouTube and give us the view. Thank you.
Here's the thing too, Tom. When you get into live streaming, your audience becomes more adept to watching your live stream. And then when you actually put out a video piece of content, they don't watch it enough. It's almost like if they get used to tuning into your content when you're live and expecting you to be there that day. And then when you switch it up and you drop a video on them, it doesn't get the same views. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why viewers do that. It's strange to me. But that seems to be, at least for me, when I could do a live and get 500 to 1,000 plays on a live, but when I drop a video content, I get 50 to 100 plays.
Oh wow! Let me tell you.
Oh, they just broke the whole table. He literally went to take the table apart and pulled and hit the pin, and now they can't do slam through a table.
They just did I miss that?
That hurts. That makes it look people know, like they know it's not a real thing, but like that hurts. That ruins a visual.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, what's his name? Satnam Singh's manager started taking the table apart, and when he pulled the top off, he must have hit something else, and the whole table just collapsed. It looked real chintzy.
Let me rewind. I missed it. My head was down. I had a text message, and I'm not trying to be funny. I thought it was humble. I'm not trying to be funny. I was like, oh, but it was one of my other friends.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing too, Humble. That's awesome. Like the fact that you still go watch the other videos and throw a comment on it and hit a like on it helps so much. It helps so much.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Like you have no idea. I love that you listen. I see the same. I know we don't usually do Wednesdays, but I see the same names here. And believe it or not, I appreciate that so much that you guys take the time to listen to me and Blackwell, whoever, talk about a bunch of nothing. Because it's crazy. Listen, I watch Blackwell's content, but I'm not gonna lie. Jump in, I hit the like, I throw him a super chat, and I'm out.
Yeah,
just because
I've been really
guys. He makes me look bad. He makes me look bad.
I've been having a lot more fun with the movie reviews, the movie and music reviews. I've been having way so much. I want to fine tune it. I've been doing scene by scene breakdowns of the entire movie, and I think I'm going to switch it up and try to find a different creative way to do it. I'm still finding myself in that content, but I've really been having more fun watching movies again and reviewing it that way than just always doing wrestling content. And now that I have a job and I can afford Streamlabs Pro and I can do video game streams on multiple platforms and there's things I can get from my laptop that'll make my game streams a lot better. I'm excited to start doing that again too.
Yeah, I'm excited because I got some stuff coming, guys, too. I'm telling you, guys, you're going to see once I'm off. My last day of work is June 7th, and I don't go back until the 30th or something for summer school. Guys, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out. I got so many thumbnails. We have so many shows coming out, so be ready.
And my schedules now is 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day. So if you need me, hit me up. We can collab a lot more.
Gotcha. And I will be at Money in the Bank. Kira will not be at Money in the Bank, guys. But Kira and I will be at SummerSlam. And, of course, I've got to make the Survivor Series for the first time ever. The main four, the core four in the same calendar year. I've never done it. So I'm halfway there as of right now. I've been to Rumble. I've been to Mania. I have my tickets for SummerSlam. But I can just get to Survivor Series, which is WrestleCade weekend. I'm gonna
try to do Mania this year, next year, see how it goes. But I'm waiting for approval. They said it shouldn't be a problem, but I literally jumped. I walked into this job and said I already have a vacation kind of already planned. I need 2 weeks off. If you can't approve it, then I understand. But they're like, no, it shouldn't be a problem. You can take the 2 weeks off. So if they approve it, I'm going back to London.
Listen, here's the thing too. For WrestleMania in Vegas, you can stay with me because my son lives there. So my son already knows we're gonna have a lot of people crashing in his house.
Yeah.
So it's cool. And he's right. He's 10 minutes from the Strip, bro. We'll have access to a car. Listen, WrestleMania 41 is looking good.
I've never been to a WrestleMania. I've never been to a WWE pay-per-view.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The two I want to do, I really, really, really want to do a WrestleMania, and I really want to do a Royal Rumble. Royal Rumbles have always been my favorite pay-per-view.
That's Kira's favorite pay-per-view as well.
I love Royal Rumble. Who's coming down to help Danielson?
Look at these guys.
The Bucks?
What is happening here? Yeah, Tom, don't quit, bro. It's going to be tough for a while. Just have fun.
Yeah. And if you ever need someone to jump on and talk, man, hit me up.
Never hit me up because I don't like you.
Oh, another thing that I think really helps me, and I know it's slow going, but I'm very thankful, and you have the same thing, is my community, man. Like the Discord community. I can drop a video on my Discord and I'm guaranteeing that I can get 10 to 15 likes on it. But if my goal is like, sure, if I have that one video that takes off, awesome. But if I build a community for a couple hundred people and those people are my people and they support me and they love me and they like who I am as a person and not just a content creator, I don't really need an algorithm because my people got me. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of my goal at this point. Like, sure, if I hit 100,000 subscribers, awesome. But if I hit a really good 1,000 people who are actively there and liking and commenting, I'll take an active 1,000 over 100,000 and not active people.
I agree with that as well. Listen, I watched JD from New York. Man, he has like 7 super chats off the back, $100. If I get something like that where people are watching consistent like that, 1,000 people watching, 10 like 4,000 people, it's crazy. I would love that. I mean, I don't even know how that works when you make it to those big numbers. I hope to know the problem, but like I said, Tom, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Just have fun. Don't make it a job like me because I'm obsessed. Oh God, Jungle Boy.
He's killing it right now. I've always been high on him. I think his in-ring is really good.
They are beating the crap out of him. The Rainmaker, Jungle Boy.
They're gonna do an AEW versus the Elite Stable. It's gonna be like a faction wars. Like Tony Khan's gonna man up a team of pro AEW versus like Kenny's gonna be on team AEW. Danielson will be team AEW. FTR will probably be team AEW to go against the Bucks.
Do we get a returning MJF?
No, I think MJF's going to be busy with Adam Cole. When MJF's locked into a story, he's not going to waste it. He'll go away and say, "You tell me when you're ready to come back, and I'll come back." He did it with Punk. He did it with he's not going to keep trying to force something that doesn't need to be forced.
Who's this? Darby, what's he got? Tony Khan drove him. Tony Khan drove Darby Allin.
Tony Khan was in fear for his life, but just pulled up to an arena with a guy with a gun.
With a flamethrower.
Yeah. He couldn't handle a guy getting choked out in the back, but hey, Darby, I'm going to give you a ride. Bring a flamethrower to the ring. Make it make sense. I'm not a Darby guy. Darby does not do it for me whatsoever.
Me neither.
Light him on fire. Don't be a bitch.
WWE would light him on fire. He would do it.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is in professional wrestling, and I'm not trying to be like
he got hurt.
This, but if you're gonna bring something to the ring or have it utilized, you have to find a way to use it.
Yeah.
He's just a guy standing there with a flamethrower right now.
Light the table on fire. Do something, Light the ring apron on fire. Light the guy in the front row on fire.
Yeah, something better be lit on fire if you're bringing it out. That was silly.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I do like the Elite thing at first I was hating, but now with Jack Perry and Okada, I am enjoying it a lot more. I just don't like who they're teaming up against. Like I can care like the fact that you have Danielson and Kenny are going to be on this team, and then you're trying to make Darby more important than both those guys is insane to me. I don't see the allure of Darby Allin. He tried to blow out with his mouth.
What an idiot.
Yo, pick it up off the ground, you psycho.
He's an idiot.
It's still lit. He's pointing it directly at the apron.
Bro, he's a moron.
He does not know. He's going to light something on fire legitimately. I would love to know. What a nut.
Listen. You know what, though? Not a bad AEW show tonight, even though we talked a lot of things.
No, I didn't hate it at all. I thought it was fine.
Hello, lovely Jen.
I know people are going to say that, Swerve as the world champion should have been closing the show, but the main story right now is this Bucks thing. So that's going to take precedent.
But see, that's my thing, bro. See, like the world champion doesn't get treated like the world champion to me. It's just, I don't know. It was a solid show, though. It wasn't a show I hated, honest to God. I'd say that much.
Yeah.
I had more fun talking in the chat, though, with you guys. And you, of course. And, of course, our new subscribers that came over from TikTok.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, thank you guys very much. Guys, we'll be live tomorrow at some point for King and Queen of the Ring prediction show.
There you go.
Tomorrow. I don't know what time Kira's setting it for, but whatever. We'll also do the Double or Nothing prediction show coming up some time as well, too. So be ready. Got a big wrestling weekend, guys. Batten down the hatches.
I will be live tomorrow doing a movie review of Terrifier 2.
What the hell is that?
It's a horror movie.
Okay.
A crazy horror movie.
Alrighty then.
It's bad. It's really bad. Bad in like the gore they do is insane.
All right.
Yeah.
Where do you go? Well, Mr. Blackwell, I'd like to thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, man, it was a good show. We used to have the great chemistry going, We did a lot. We talked about a lot of things tonight. We talked about that we're both broke as hell.
We're out here shaking our cups.
Yeah, listen. I try to, on a scale of 1 to 10 of me getting shot down by Humble, I give it a 10 as being me getting shot down.
Oh yeah. She no-sold that as well.
No-sold it, bro. She no-sold me.
It was done brilliantly. It was a very.
She is a masterclass. Humble is a masterclass. You gotta love her. I'm still trying to get Humble on the show. I would love to have her on the show. I really would. I think she'd have great takes, but one day. But everybody, thanks for coming through tonight. Appreciate you all. You guys know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Where's Kira? I'm gonna get out of the show. Let me get the boss here. Call Kira. Thank you everybody on Instagram who watched tonight. Thank you, Twitter. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Twitch. Hello? Hey, Kira, I need to get out the show. I need help. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to produce this thing. What?
Did you? Are you excited to see this new Mad Max movie?
I am, believe it or not.
I love Mad Max. The last Mad Max movie, I went and seen that in theaters like 4 times. I really liked it. I thought it was the one with Tom Hardy. I loved it.
I'm very intrigued to see what Chris Hemsworth does. The boss is here. Kira, could your hair off? It's cold. Ooh, jeez.
I wish I had that problem. I'm sweating. I'm sitting in body soup right now.
Wow. All right, Kira. It was a great show. Did you watch your show tonight, or what did you do? Were you in there watching Big Bang Theory? Kira, let me ask you. Kira, let me ask you a quick question before you leave. Get on the mic real quick. If you had a choice to watch Big Bang Theory or the TantalizingTony wrestling show, Rhea Ripley. Everything's real. I have a question for you. All right, I got it. So my question with Kira about everything about me being in the ring. Would she, if I had a shot, would she do it? Now, what if Rhea Ripley said, now I got you. Rhea Ripley comes to you and says, Kira, darling, I don't know how to do the voice. I want your father as my tag team partner in a mixed tag match. But for us to win the mixed tag team titles, you've got to give the shot to somebody on the other team. Rhea Ripley has now, here we go. Would you do that? Would you give the shot?
No.
What the hell?
Just because I love her doesn't mean I'm going to listen to her.
If Rhea Ripley said you can hang out with me for the month, but you have to drink 1 beer and curse 1 time.
1 curse and 1 beer.
And not even like a bad curse. It could be just like shit.
No, I could be friends with her all on my own.
Guys, full disclosure, to my knowledge, and I believe it, Kira has never cursed.
Oh, I've tried. When you're not around, I was like, all right, Kira, he's not here. I get it. You're not with your dad. When you're with your friends outside. I'm sure you're. Nope. She is a saint. She is an absolute.
She only has
saint.
1 friend. She doesn't have that many friends. She's like a ostrich with her head in the sand. Does your friend curse?
Yeah.
Wow, like a sailor.
Well, here's a quick question without getting too much into it. Did you think of some ideas of the things we talked about? Like you're like making up your own little questions and stuff?
Why aren't you? What on the headset? Like, what are you?
I can hear him.
What are you, Superman? How could you hear him?
I just heard his question. I did think about it, and then I got overwhelmed. I only came up with like a name, and it got so cringed out. I was like, "This is beyond me."
Oh, guys,
and shoot me a DM. I'll brainstorm with you.
Okay.
And guys, just so you guys know,
yeah, back of the mic up a hair. You're on it. You're like, hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody, hold on. Okay, we're typing it. The Tantalizing Tag Team, the podcast, Kira and I show. It's not on hiatus. We just haven't had the time to do it. But once the summertime comes, the podcast will be up and running. Kira's gonna put it. There we go. There it is, guys. This is our podcast, guys. Tantalizing Tag Team, a dad and daughter wrestling podcast. We have how many shows? How many we do? 3?
4. 1, 2, 3.
We did 4. So give them the link to the how do you get there?
To what? The show?
To the show, yeah.
I'm one of your 5-star reviews, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the 5-star review. That's the Tantalizing Tag Team podcast, guys. Check us out. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, that's where we are. Check us out because we will be having some more content coming up soon. But once again, guys, you know how to follow Anthony Blackwell. Wait till he is walking down a dark alley and rob him. No,
Good luck.
Blackwell,
Good luck.
thanks for being. Nothing
I'll bite your ear off. I
You
don't
can't-
play dirt. I don't play clean.
Nothing wrong with that. Blackwell, thanks again for being here tonight. Appreciate you.
Always love being here, hanging out with the nation.
For everybody in the chat, thank you, especially to everybody that came over from TikTok. Once again, humble my apologies. All in good fun. She's probably gonna call HR and get me banned for life.
Also, send me. You don't have to send me a big thing, but just send me a teaser of what you've seen.
Oh, your belt?
Yeah, a teaser, a side plate or something.
I'm sworn to secrecy. I was told specifically I cannot show you anything.
If you're excited about it, I'm excited.
Bro, it's beautiful. Yeah. It's crazy because there's belts. There's a lot of belts in production. Ruda made some belts for a few of my friends. Ricky's belt was in the beginning stage, and we put that on hold for right now because I got some other stuff happening. My belt, I talked to the guy today, Jamil. I always message him to say hi. He always thinks I want to see him. He always thinks I'm just trying to check on stuff. But I just like to say hi because I appreciate him.
Yeah.
He says, "Sir, we haven't started." He says, "Sir, we have now started the etching process for your title. Pictures come to like the etching process because not that your belt's not high quality, but I went next level for mine to the point where I won't be eating for like 3 years.
Oh wow!
Because even though my belts are a great price, they ain't free. The guy's got to make his money. Yeah. But I'm telling you right now, it's gonna make the YouTube title look like a kiddie title. This belt is gonna be.
I know he's not watching this and he'll never know. And I was kind of hinting at it to him, just kind of talking. I will be getting a commission from Ruda because he's been so gracious with this title that's coming. We used to both been very gracious, but there will be TWF tag team champions. They may not be official tag team champions of the TWF universe, but I'm going to get replicas of the old school tag team titles, the Demolition tag team titles, the Hart Foundation tag team titles, but they will be Tornado tag belts, and I will be giving one to Bryan.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, put that TWF logo on that strap. Why not?
Any belt I get, it's gonna if it's a spoof belt, it will have the Ruda logo and the TWF logo on it.
The Tantalizing Wrestling. Wait a minute.
The Tantalizing Wrestling Federation. What the world is watching.
That will be on all my belts.
I love it. All right, let's get out of here. Kira, get us out of here. Do the spiel.
No.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Thank you, guys.
EW1, good to see you, bro. We love you.
You see, you always.
Sorry,
Do you
Kira.
have anything else?
No, that's it.
Thank you guys for coming to the show.
Lily wants it, boy.
So actually, sorry to cut you off, Kira. She does that Fighting with Fashion where every show she goes to, she finds who she likes has the best gear, and then she interviews him of why they got them to find out why they got the gear made the way they did, why they picked the colors they did. She has a whole question about wrestling gear, and then if she feels you won best gear that show, she wants to have her own title that you take a photo with of like,
bro.
Winner. Yeah, that's in the works as well as to get Lily her own. Fighting with Fashion title.
Fighting with Fashion. Everybody in the chat, here's your homework. Everybody
subscribe to Lily's channel as well. Witchcraft by Lily on YouTube. Subscribe to her.
Subscribe to Witchcraft by Lily. Here's your homework, guys. Everybody call your millionaire friends and tell them that the Tantalizing Wrestling Federation is real. We need some financial backing. We need some matches. We got to book some people. We need to have our own WrestleMania. We need to have our own thing. Super bouts. Shout out to HWA. Guys, call your local millionaires. The TWF is real. We just don't have the financial backing as of yet. All right, Kira, get us out of here. Thank you, Mr. Blackwell.
Thank you, Mr. Blackwell. Thank you all for coming to the show.
What about thanking me? I'm the host of this show. I'm the best of all time. I'm the tote, the tantalizing of all time.
Thank you, Tantalizing
You're welcome.
Tony.
You're welcome.
If y'all are new here, I hope you guys stayed, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Country, that's
All
right.
that good stuff. We're on the road to 100K.
We're on the road, even though we're only at 10K, we're on the road to 100K. Forget 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, and 90. We don't care about that. What we care about is getting 100K because
we're
I want
on the
that
road
fight.
to teaching Tony how to use his microphone as well. Gee, you don't have to swallow it, my guy. You get
Listen,
so
everybody.
excited. You're like,
Listen, everybody. I'm so sorry about that, guy. I don't know. I'm so sorry, everybody. Thank you, Jen. We love you, Jen. I'm so sorry, everybody. Guys, I'm so sorry. Guys, I'm so sorry.
I love you so much. But you're like,
Love you too, brother.
you're like, you start
Listen,
off so
guys,
good.
I'm-
You're like, I
You
gotta
guys
bring
just-
it in. Hey, I'm here.
We're doing so great, guys, and then it's like this, and everybody. So sorry. All right, take us out, Kira.
All right. Make sure you guys hug your families, kiss your families. Tell me
What happened to like, share, subscribe?
I
and
said
don't forget-
that, and then you cut me
You're
off.
so fast with the way you speak.
Thank you guys for
So.
coming into the show today. Comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're on the road to 100K. Make sure you guys hug your families, kiss your families, tell them you love them, pray to God every day because you're not promised tomorrow. And as always, we all do best. I tried to stay on beat, but you kept messing it up. Do we all do best? And that's
Stay tantalizing.
yeah.